game win at all.
Mm-hmm.
Open 2 just a couple weekends ago because they took a couple week break. Didn't make day 2 at all. Hit 9th. Stop a go.
Yep.
Unfortunate, but you can also chalk that up to these other teams. are very, very, very good. So after Open 1, I believe the top 8 were, we had St. Clair, we had Akron, Concord, Ball State, Northwood, Maryville. WVU slid in that 7th, and then Davenport. But after day 2, Davenport and WVU both dropped. So a lot of changes, a lot of very good matchups, and I'm really intrigued because this West Virginia pool they're in the first pool, is the same pool as St. Clair. So if you want to make day 2, you got to play St. Clair one way or another. And St. Clair, in my opinion, the best team in NA. Arju is just an insanely gifted player from EU. And pairing him with Zai and Jazzy is just insane. But yeah, a lot of the league today.
And Davenport, I believe, in the pool.
Yes, Davenport in this pool as well.
So, I mean, no matter what, even if you go through the losers bracket and you're going to make it to day 2, you're going to have to, play one of these top 8, teams in contention to make it. And obviously, after not making it last week, you got to think that's at least the goal for now. And you talked about never really been able to get over that hump. But I mean, it's gonna be a lot. We obviously, in NACE so far, just want to know their week 2 match got postponed. But in that week 1 match against Akron, did look very strong. Came out, absolutely dismantled Akron, who, I mean, obviously is one of the premier programs in the country. So it's been already kind of an up and down season in terms of performance, and not quite as consistent as you might like to see. But obviously, today's a new day; anything can happen. But obviously, even just getting out of this bracket is going to be
I find that
tough.
I find that especially interesting because this Akron team has really shown team play and preparation, and in my opinion, a lot of mental fortitude. They have taken down St. Clair at times. They've taken down Northwood at times. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, just the other day in NECC, they did beat St. Clair in 7 games or 6 games. I can't remember. It was either St. Clair or Northwood. Regardless, Akron, one of the better teams in the country, and we know that because they were the runner-up in West Virginia's back-to-back NACE champ run. And now, all of a sudden, that first week in NACE, you beat them 3-0. Of course, you do have Gyro in making his debut there. CRL, it's not really the case. It's still kind of Concord running the show. It's still St. Clair running the show. It's still Northwood running the show. And with that being said, we didn't get to hit the Lotus points, but we will during this first match because we're going straight into this first game in the lobby. Are we in game or no? I think we're just in lobby. So we have another couple seconds. But in this Lotus pool, they're in pool A4, if you guys want to pull up the Start GG bracket and follow along. West Virginia Lotus going up against Southwestern Illinois for this first one. This bracket is interesting to me as well. Another strong bracket. You have Akron. You have Full Sail. In my opinion, could go one way or another. St. Clair Academy, who Lotus play on Monday in NACE, the team that beat them in divisional championships in NACE Varsity Plus just last semester. And then the big premier games here are going to be Fisher, and you're going to see LCU. You're going to see Concord. So very good matchups. And Lotus, assuming they win games 1 and 2, will be facing Fisher. No, Concord's lower. They will be seeing Concord in that 3rd round, which is going to be a tough one. Fisher, not in the top 8 through the first 2 opens, but always a team to look out for.
But obviously, to get there, this game 1 matchup obviously comes first against Southwestern Illinois, which I believe we're just going to head into in just a second. But and we talked about some of the expectations for the main roster, but for Lotus as well. I guess we're gonna get into it right now. So
we're popping right into it, and full transparency. Don't know too much about these. The beauty and the curse of CRL is you see a lot of teams, but you also see a lot of teams you don't know much about that you can't really prep for. So not a lot of notes here on this Southwestern Illinois college team, but we do know a lot about Lotus, and it looks like they're trying to get on the board early here. A little bit of a cheeky bump there, sneaking its way in. Look at
might have been the slowest goal
push in the barrel
all day.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure the game plan of Southwestern Illinois there. They had 3 players in goal, and none of them, probably miscommunication, none of them really got that touch out. But going up 1-0 early, just 20 seconds in, massive.
Shot out of the cannon so far for this Lotus team. We know they like to start hot and then just keep the pressure on. So expect to see a lot more of that. But I mean, Emma here and Yak off of their week 2 match in NACE now heading into the CRL. expectations-wise, as you said, I mean, this is a very stacked stage that they're in, so kind of unsure about where they're going to place, but so far starting off about as well as you can ask for.
Absolutely. And, when we look at this Lotus team, something we've always appreciated about CRL is they make these games against some of the premier programs that you wouldn't regularly see this Lotus roster playing against. They make it competitive. And part of it is because they play against these teams and they get warm. They, everything's clicking. Maybe they try some new things, which, sneak peek of the interview coming up for Monday's broadcast of Rocket League with Lotus against St. Clair Academy. They do talk about a little bit of some changes as Sir Brosheart. Very cool name.
Sir Brosheart, that is an awesome.
Finds the back of the net there. Yak looking for that touch off the wall, trying to get a little pass down midfield, maybe a counterattack, but Sir is there to bump it back into the net, and we're all tied up.
Yeah, 90 seconds in, all tied up. Yak just got a little bit ahead of himself there, just not quite able to maintain control. And it was a good awareness there by Southwest Illinois to be able to capitalize. But Yak already back on the defense, rather trying to get a good clear, maybe set up a hero off that wall. That's going to be a good shot towards the center, but is going to get saved there around that. I mean, again, it's Yak though, just finding his way around and trying to keep up the pressure for the time being. The demolition onto Cloudy. Here is going to try and find something, but
the ball a little bit too low for that. It looked like a good pass for a moment, but the Lotus might have left a goal wide open. They did.
Looks like they did, and just a little bit of kind of sloppy execution there. Lotus had plenty of opportunities there. You just saw Yak just kind of with a little bit of a whiff there.
I don't know if that was a fake or a whiff, but
left the goal wide open, and now West Virginia giving up 2 quick goals here, finding themselves down in this game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, after that, like you said, shot up by Cannon start, but it looks like off this kickoff, Hero's going to try to make a play happen, the 1v1, but the 50 is won by Southwestern Illinois, and now Yak's going to try to recover this off the wall. Will commit to this one, looking for a pass down mid, but the 50 from goalie will keep the ball out of harm's way for now. That might have been a shot, but the crossbar just a little bit too far right. Is the follow there? It is Yak straight down the middle, finding the follow from a decent look at goal and putting that in the back of the net after Emma. We'll call it a pass. We'll call it a pass.
We can call it a pass.
Yak is the ball, go get the rebound.
Yak is not going to see many easier goal opportunities than that one, though. Fair to say. Pretty fortunate play off of that pass from Emma, that we'll call it. But I mean, and it's again right out of the gate, back on the attack. But I mean, Southwest Illinois, the clearances have been there so far. I mean, and here comes Cloudy again. Losing that 50-50. Back on the offensive, but just nothing quite there to stick for the time being. And there goes goalie, shockingly playing defense.
No boost, still trying to get in position for potentially a shot after a pass, but Lotus good on the defense. And now here comes Yak trying to 50 that just a little bit, but a good touch from Southwestern Illinois keeps it in front of the Lotus net, but not for long. I believe that's going to be Hira chasing it down in the back corner. It is picking up the boost, looking to set up Yak on the run through, but a little bit too high there. And now Yak, a little bit of an air dribble, a bump from Southwestern Illinois is going to keep it off of a shot opportunity. And here comes the counterattack straight over Yak with that little flick, and it's all the way, coming right back. This ball's just been ping-ponging around this mid area for a little bit.
There were a couple really good centers there from Lotus, but just no one quite there to, find that finishing touch. But I mean, once again, that ball's just going to be kind of dangerously lurking right in front of the South Illinois goal. But I mean, again, just no capitalization there from Lotus, and it's going to stay tight here for the time being. But I mean, with the way that this ball's been rolling, you have to think that Lotus is going to be able to find something pretty soon. Looks like there's going to be Sir Brosheart. Sir Brosheart once again finding that clear, but again, I mean, Western's keeping up the pressure for the time being. And I'm going to look to pick up some boost and maybe make a play on the ball here, and she will find it. That's going to be heading towards the goal, but Sir Brosheart with the little tap up in the sky to kind of keep that out of harm's way for the time being. Just rolling right in front of the goal, but still just not quite anything there yet.
Emma off the wall, looking for the follow there, and a little bit too high. The best defender on the field is always the crossbar, but Hira is able to collect it.
With just no boost, there's not really much she can do.
Absolutely not. Yak in the corner.
Left wall. Ooh, a great juke there from Yak, but 2 more defenders come swarming in.
30 seconds remaining. We might be seeing the first match of the day going straight into overtime unless the Mountaineers can make something happen here. Disgusting angle, but a good touch from Southwestern Illinois. A little bit of a bump there keeping it out of the back of the net, but the attack's not over. There's still 10 seconds to make something happen. Hira going to collect some boost, but doesn't find it now. No boost left. Yak in the corner. Might try to do it all himself, but 2 defenders from Southwestern Illinois get the touch. Emma's coming in for maybe a rebound, but
She's gonna try and keep
oh,
it.
what was that? Is that?
Oh,
Oh, so close. Straight off the left crossbar. That would have been a buzzer beater to go up 1-0 on the day, but we're going to see overtime regardless.
Yeah,
Oh, and this, ooh, that was very dangerous there. A bit of an air dribble looking to, for Southwestern Illinois to end this overtime early, but the counterattack comes fast from the Mountaineers, but short-lived.
Lotus has to be careful here.
Really, ooh, good touch.
Illinois. It's a good defensive touch, though. But here comes Sir Brosart getting another center. That ball is dangerously lurking there. Goalie again on the right side, looking to play it off the wall, but it's a good interception for the time being, but they just can't maintain possession. Sir Brosart again, right side looking for a shot, not quite. And now Lotus on the counterattack of their own. Can Emma find something off the wall, but nothing quite there. And now this ball is just going back and forth, both sides of the pitch here. The demolition on the goalie now watching up with a man advantage with the time being, but it's a good deflection there.
Doing some mechanics, looking for a bit of a flip reset there, but doesn't find much value. Here comes Emma off the wall, back to herself. Has a player down the middle of the field streaking. It is the second shot there. No, bumped away as well. We're a minute into this overtime. Southwestern Illinois has all players very low on boost. This is Lotus' chance. 2 shots off the left-hand side of the crossbar. This Lotus team can't buy a shot, but that one goes through Emma. 6 shots, only 1 goes through, but it's the one that matters. Lotus take game 1 in overtime, 3-2 after a barrage against a lacking of boost Southwestern Illinois team, excuse me.
Able to come out with the win, but that was pretty sloppy, I think, fair to say. There are a lot of kind of open goals that Lotus just really couldn't capitalize on. But I mean, at the end of the day, the first game of the day might be a little bit not quite warmed up, and they already come out with a win. So you're always going to be able to, you're always going to take that. But now, heading into game 2,
I just want to look at these stats real quick. I mean, Lotus, 9, 8, and 6 shots. That's a lot of shots for just 3 goals.
Yeah.
If Lotus wants to make a deeper run in this bracket, you have to get that shot percentage up. I mean, the saves from Southwestern Illinois are massive. A lot of those saves weren't even spectacular mechanically. They were just off-centered shots, really.
Also, 23 shots to only 11 saves. So most of those shots, just not on target.
Just missing.
Not even really, making Illinois here even kind of go for a save. Just kind of letting them chill back and, let the crossbar do all the work. But right off rip again, looking to get aggressive. I mean, 23 shots is, that is an insane number of shots for just a 3-goal game. Now here comes Hero with a good flick into the middle, and Emma finishes it off. That was beautiful there. Hero and Emma linking up.
Let's take another look at that. Hero, what a pass down the center, and an overcommit there from Southwestern Illinois. Doesn't quite find the touch. A good ball control there from Emma to keep it out of harm's way and find the back of the net. And now going into this next possession, Southwestern Illinois will win this first touch. And now Cloudy might have a little drop to a teammate, but the Lotus players are there in the goal for the touch. Send it back to the Southwestern Illinois side of the pitch. And now Cloudy looking to air dribble, maybe set up a pass here, but Emma is there to collect the ball in midfield. Can she get the double tap from herself? No. Here comes the follow-up from, I believe that is Hira, and it is. It goes through, and already a perfect shot percentage for Lotus after a pretty rough game 1, and Emma and Hira showing off a D-Wade DeBron right there.
Turning away from their previous game, looking like Shaq from the free throw line, and now looking a lot more efficient here. As that's going to be 2 goals in 45 seconds for just 2 kind of really well executed WVU attacks. And I mean, already, the pressure is just maintaining here. Emma looking for something off of that top. Is there a follow-up? Almost there. But look at that ball just bouncing right in front of the goal, but just no one quite there to follow it up.
And
now Yak in the 1v1, but a great defensive touch there to keep that ball out of harm's way. I mean, still maybe not out of the woods yet, but it's going to be another clear there from Yak. And looking for Hero off of that right side. Yak going to just finish it all himself. A great possession there from Yakovi with the defense, and then just coming all the way up and, kind of being able to tap in his little own assist there with a pretty nice angle.
Hero with a good bump there to keep that 50 a little bit too high for Southwestern Illinois to make a play on it. Kind of forced, I believe that was Cloudy, to make a a pretty bad touch there, and then the bump on the other side to slow down the defense, and Yak with a great accuracy. We have a team ace thus far for this Lotus team, all three scoring a goal on all three, I think, one shot, so we're perfect so far. Let's see if they keep up that energy, and they do. Hira, 2-2-2 in that stat line. Doing it all herself, it looks like. The dribble's off the wall. Or no, excuse me, that was Yak.
And that's just
off the wall with the assist.
The team play so far in
the
these last 90 seconds has been superb from Lotus. The assist making has been, I mean, honestly more impressive than the shot making so far, and it's puts them up 4-0 in just 90 seconds.
Yeah, it looked like there were a couple double commits there from Southwestern Illinois, kind of converging on that ball in the corner, leaving the goal wide open. But the question is, I mean, with 3 minutes left, anything can happen. I've seen crazier comebacks in this video game, but Emma doesn't want that to happen, going up 5-0. Another great pass off the side from Yakubi. That's going to be, I lost track of the assists. I think that's 3 already, but a gorgeous pass. Southwestern Illinois player in goal, didn't boost up, no pre-jump, no commit, and the goal is easy to find. 3 minutes left and a 0-5 deficit for Southwestern Illinois.
I mean, absolutely, and we've talked so much, both, not really as much this stream, but in our other Lotus streams, about kind of like when this team looks their best and how strong they can be, and this is exactly what we have been talking about, and like kind of the potential that we've been able to see with this roster, and it's all just kind of circled around their team play. It's not so much individual excellence, just like the coordination and the chemistry that these players have with each other. And when it's all ticking like this, it's just like the goals just come out one after another. And here comes here again off that wall.
Isn't it? Here comes the follow-up rebound, touched away, a good 50 there from, I believe that was Cloudy. And here comes goalie off the right side, but another good clear from Yak just straight down the left side. Maybe a counterattack incoming, and it's going to be him. A pass off the wall to himself. And Yak gets a second goal to go with the multiple assists he has as well. I mean,
2 shots, 2 goals, 2 assists for Yak. I mean,
seeing the angle that Southwestern Illinois player was taking and going just inside, finding the touch from his own clear and putting that away, 6-0. Do we see a Brazil? The first Brazil of 2025. Do we see it? I have not casted a Brazil since 2023 with Garrett. We're just a goal away from each team. I would be ecstatic. I haven't seen one in years.
Thankfully, Lotus are not in that Brazil position.
Garrett, pleb life.
Looking more like Germany for the time being, but
oh, Emma's just kind of.
They're just.
I'm not sure if. What is going? Is there like a
Has there been a truce, a ceasefire?
Is there a bully rule in Collegiate Rocket League?
Yeah, it would appear so, as Yak just...
Well, this is not great content. Come on,
well,
have some pride.
Yeah, can we at least get 7?
Pride.
Can we get 7?
Can we get
the
7?
Air dribble from Emma looking for something, but...
All right, well,
we're
okay.
there.
Oh my goodness, Hira, and I think that's Cloudy at midfield, having a little bit of a BattleBots themed fight there. Bit of a wrestling match, and it looks like they might be playing the video game again. Oh, a great touch from Yak.
Wow, what a defensive stand there from Yak.
What a defensive stand from Lotus. Can Southwestern Illinois find Emma? The flip reset, the air dribble, the pass to Yak, but what is he doing? He's taking it back to midfield.
Well,
this is not ideal.
Not quite. I guess we're gonna chalk up game 1 to a warm up, but then and just it was 2.5 minutes and 6 goals for Lotus. I mean,
Emma gathering the boost. Sets the ball up right in front of the goal. The pass was there, but a whiff from Yak. Emma, 2 goals on 3 shots, looking
They're
very
really
efficient.
Messing up their shot percentage right now.
Yeah, a little bit. And now here comes Sir Brosart down, trying to take a little bit of a 1v1 there. A double commit from Lotus, but it's not going to matter. Emma off the right sand wall. Will it be whiffed again, or will Lotus find the shot? Not quite. Sir Brosenhart will be there for the defensive touch. And is this Total Football from Ted Lasso? This is Total Football?
I haven't seen Ted Lasso.
You haven't seen Ted Lasso?
No.
You should watch Ted Lasso. You'd love it. Great show.
Well,
all right,
10 seconds remaining. The suspense is thrilling. And it does look like maybe, possibly, Lotus will advance and take this first match in upper bracket of CRL, and they will.
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
just by the
finishing with your car on its hood, wheels up, Spectacular play there from Lotus.
boy.
Those last 2 minutes were thrilling stuff. I apologize
And they did miss a shot.
I apologize for our viewers that were looking for some Rocket League there. That's just unfortunate. However, Lotus did take game 1 in this bracket 2-0. Would have liked to see a little bit more fight out of the opponent,
Well,
but things happen. I don't hate it. It's fun. It was funny for me, at least. Regardless, we're gonna send it to a quick break, maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute, to run an ad. If you don't want to watch that ad, hit us with a Prime sub or a regular sub, whatever you can afford. You can avoid the ads, and it supports this program, so we can put out better content, so you can enjoy WVU esports just as much as we do. And on the other side of the break, we will be seeing WVU Lotus up against their next opponent in this day 1 bracket. Welcome back from that brief break, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking at WVU Lotus facing off against Indiana Tech for this round 2 matchup in their CRL Open 3 bracket. I believe, Will, you're looking at the main roster's bracket. Can we take a look at how that's
yes,
shaping up?
they have already taken care of their round 1 game against NU Club Rocket League White, and now they are moving on already in their second match against Texas State Esports. So things going swimmingly for the main roster as well as Lotus, both taking their first round matchups in a 2-0 victory. But now Lotus versus Indiana Tech, looking to maybe find some more competitive, maybe like a full 5 minutes.
West Virginia
of
will
Rocket
likely see
League.
Davenport here in a couple rounds, so we will switch over to check that out. That should be a good matchup. It'll be a good show to see how West Virginia will look moving on to a potential matchup against St. Clair. So we're all very interested in that, and I believe I got word, if production can tell me. We are in game, so we're going to go ahead and switch that over for this matchup up against Indiana Tech. And here we are. Ooh, Indiana Tech has a pretty sick logo, I'll be totally honest with you. Regardless, we're getting into this, and yep, I was about to say, great job, production. Thank you for switching those teams as quickly as you did. Good catch. And speaking of a good catch here, this ball, a bit of a dangerous position there. A big demo early onto Emma. That's going to give Lotus a bit of a, no option but to take a shot there from Yak. Does not find a good pass, does not find the back of the net, and here comes the air dribble from Indiana Tech going all the way down, which will land straight into Yak's lap. Bluey looking for a follow-up, maybe a potential pass down mid of the field. And this Indiana Tech team a little bit clumped up on this right-hand side. Lotus might be able to take advantage if Yak can find a good pass down to that right side, where I think it looks like Hira is lying in wait for a shot, but counterattack from Indiana Tech on the way. I'm going to call them IT. that fair?
I think that's fair. And you said their spacing is a little bit, concerning for the time being for IT. They don't really have a lot of I guess, maneuverability kind of around both flanks. So interested to see if they're going to really kind of be able to set up an attack like this. But there goes Yak with just that little touch, gets right by, and we're kind of see a little bit of that spacing issue for IT, as you mentioned. It's going to kind of give them quite a few issues here, I'd say.
Right. Not quite a double commit, but just a couple missed commits there from IT. I mean, they had 3 players with a decent look at the ball. Nobody could get that touch, and Yak takes advantage, finding an easy goal there, in my opinion. Probably shouldn't have been that easy. And here comes Emma, a nice little flick over the defense, trying to get a run here. Here comes Miller, a bit of a flip reset, looking for a pass. Can't find it, no teammates behind him, and that's going to be a free clear from Emma, but it's going to land right onto the hood of IT. Once again, they're kind of bumping each other just a little bit there. Each player getting a touch, no really proactive look with that ball. And down the right side, here comes Emma, a potential, here comes the 50. Is there a follow-up? IT, all 3 players converging on the ball. This might be a chance at the net, but not quite. Wyatt will
Lotus has to be careful here. All their players are really far pushed up, but IT can't really capitalize in time, and Western's able to rotate back and make the defensive stand here. And now a 3v2 going back the other way. Can they find another goal? But Blue Y, or Bluey.
Bluey, like the show.
Like the show. Like that little dog, or he's a dog,
right? I think Bluey's a girl, but yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well.
Shout out Bluey, great show, love Bluey.
And it's surprisingly good. And now, but I mean, Western Lotus back on the attack, looking for something, trying to extend their lead, but IT for the time being is kind of locking out a little bit more defensively, but kind of the counterattacks have definitely not been there. Western was just immediately able to take back possession and then get back on their front foot.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that
bit of
fake there on that previous pre-jump for a potential 50. I'm not sure if it was a little bit of a fake or, a bump attempt, but regardless, here comes IT on the counterattack. The goal is open for the time being, but I believe that was Miller, could not find the net, finding the crossbar instead. A big demo there onto Miller might give Lotus a chance at a quick look at an attack. Hira doesn't collect the boost, so has to back up. This is not going to be a very good attempt here for Lotus. No boost outside of Emma, and now a shot comes through. A great save there from your Lotus team, and here comes Emma off the wall, looking for the follow-up off the backboard, and nobody's there for the second shot. Once again, this ball just ping-ponging back and forth. They're kind of trading blows at each other's backboards at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, this has been pretty sloppy so far from Lotus. They've left themselves open on the back end quite a few times with, open goals that frankly IT has not been able to capitalize on, and we've kind of talked about it. But there it is again.
Oh, Miller
IT is able to find the equalizer, and despite kind of doing nothing the whole game, IT now finds itself all tied up with 91 seconds remaining. Lotus a little bit asleep right now, it would seem. Not quite as locked in as they need to be.
Emma just a step behind. I'm not sure if there was a lack of boost there. I didn't quite catch, but that's a bit harsh. They're doing nothing the whole game.
Well,
regardless, they do find the equalizer now with just 90 seconds left. Both teams are going to be trying to take this lead to avoid overtime and try to take this game 1 in this best of 3. Yak. We're rotating back into goal. Wyatt picking up that boost, and a good bump there, getting in the way of Hira, avoiding any potential shots, and now Miller off the right is about to converge with Yak, but I think wisely backs up, avoids the 50. Wyatt has a decent look at goal, but a good save. Yak streaking in from the right-hand corner. A minute remaining now. Here comes Lotus, trying to find a counter-attack, but it's going to be Wyatt with the shot to Miller. A pass from Wyatt, and Miller drills it dead center into the back of the net, and IT are going to take a 1-goal lead.
IT have really woken up in this past minute. It looks like a completely different team than what we saw earlier in this game, and now Lotus on the back, but only 50 seconds remaining with the first deficit all tournament. And now, after what looked like such a prominent start to this game, finds himself down. Can they look for something, anything quite yet to find it? But it's going to be there right in front of the goal, but just no one quite there to follow up. Yakby going to have to rotate back and look to make a little bit of a stop. Ooh, but that just flicks right over his head. Emma's there to keep it under control for the time being, but again, IT now rotating back defensively, and it looks like they're going to be able to find a way to get this ball cleared.
Yeah, Yak now trying to control this ball from the ceiling, has a teammate, but a little bit too close for comfort is IT, not allowing any holes in their armor to be found, and Emma now facing down 2 IT players, and they're going to look for another passing play down, but it will be saved. 6 seconds for Lotus to tie this up and send it to overtime. What can Emma do?
There's an opening.
Anything. The goal was open for a moment, but Yak a little bit too far behind. Hira not in the picture either. The ball is grounded, and we are going to see Lotus lose their first game of the weekend, drop 2-1 to IT in game 1, and they're going to have to win 2 in a row to continue this winner's bracket run.
And maybe it was harsh to say that IT did nothing for the first 3.5 minutes, but they certainly didn't do a lot. But I mean, those last 90 seconds, they really just woke up, really found their footing, and Lotus wasn't able to react in time, and now found himself down 0-1 in this round 2 matchup. But I mean, we definitely saw there at the beginning. This team has Lotus absolutely has the capability to like kind of find these openings and to find these goals, but the team play needs to be there. It's just not quite something that we saw in those last couple of minutes.
We have seen a lot of instances where Lotus will come out a little bit slower and then pick up the pace in the second game, but Miller doesn't want that to happen. But a good touch there from, I believe it was Yak, to keep the ball out of that top left corner of the goal. Bluey looking for that pass, a decent look, but Lotus is there. Hira now looking to try to get a little bit of a double tap off the backboard, but a good flyby from IT is going to keep the shot at bay. Here comes Yak looking for another pass. Both these teams kind of just, I hate to use the term again, but ping-ponging. We're not seeing many clashes, not a lot of 50s. There's one, but Yak's going to land right on top of it, and a clear is going to come from IT right into Hira's lap. And one player to beat. If this 50 is won, is there follow-up? No, the follow comes from IT, and Lotus once again starting a bit slow here.
Yeah, and again, that's a good flick there from IT. They kind of make an attack for it, but Lotus is able to regain possession and get back on the attack. But the team defense so far from IT in just this minute has been extremely impressive. Yak can rotate back and try and find a clear, but loses the 50-50. Now IT's in a great position to score. Can they find it? Yes, they can. Bluey takes the opener. After just 1 minute, IT finds us up 1-0. And now Lotus once again on the back foot.
Once again on the back foot indeed. 4 minutes to go. A lot of time to work with on the clock. And we have seen Lotus kind of have these random stints where they look like playing beautiful Rocket League for a couple minutes at a time, and they'll put up 2 or 3 goals in that time. But the question is, can they turn it on? This is a best of 3, so if they don't put up a goal here pretty soon, their winner's bracket run will end very prematurely. Bluey now trying to do it all himself, and the pass backward, I'm not sure if that was a pass or just a bad touch from the Mountaineers, but Miller is going to find the goal again for a second goal. It was just Yak trying to get that touch off the wall, but
and Bluey's just drawing so much attention.
A little bit off angle, lands right into the lap of Miller and puts it away. Miller with their second goal, I believe.
I believe Bluey at the first one. I couldn't even say, but Bluey's just drawn up so much attention, and it just kind of forces Lotus to kind of divert so much of the resources towards him and Miller, just with about as easy as a goal as you can find. And now it's Bluey once again streaking up that right side, looking for something. The ball's going to be centered and just narrowly cleared there, but Wyatt once again on the back. But okay, here's Lotus's first real chance in a minute now to kind of find something to get them back in this game. But it just kind of fizzles out. Miller with the 50-50 loses it, but here comes West Virginia right across the center, but just nothing quite there. Emma looking for a clear back up the middle, but just not again. Looking low on anything. Miller again off the right side. The demolition. Can IT capitalize? Not quite.
That ball was incredibly dangerous for Lotus, and now Yak trying to get another touch off the backboard. It looked like Hira was coming on the middle for the rebound, but nothing quite yet. The attacks just look a little bit disjointed. It's almost like there's no plan. It's kind of just, try to hit the backboard and see what happens, and IT almost finds the goal. The follow-up is there. Is there a save? There is. Another barrage coming through. It looks like IT's going to try to get another shot, but Yak is there to save. No boost, though, so can't really participate in this counterattack. It's going to be Hira and Emma, but another touch, a steal from IT. They flip the field, and they're going the other direction as fast as they got there.
I mean, IT has not let their foot off the gas one time. You sometimes see teams get passive when they find themselves up a goal or two, but IT have just been relentless so far, not even really giving West Virginia a chance to kind of, form a counterattack. Even just there, Emma looked for something, but just not quite, available to her, as IT once again is just kind of, keeping West Virginia on the back foot. I mean, the pressure is really just kind of keeping them bottlenecked in their own defensive half. And I mean, IT is just, it's relentless right now.
Lotus
still cannot find anything.
Lotus not really taking what the defense is giving them. Here comes another shot. Hira,
Gotta find the goal there, but the
Stop.
defense.
the ball was dead center, and so were two IT players. That was a very well played
Now they have to be
set there from
careful.
Lumineers, but can't find a point out of it. And now with 90 seconds left, the clock is ticking, and they have to score twice to send this to OT. But Bluey wants no part in it. Air dribbling over to the right side, looking for another center ball, potentially another run. But off the backboard, can Wyatt get the touch? He does. The follow-up is there. Here comes the 50. Who's going to gather? It's going to be Wyatt. Emma forcing another 50, but the follow-ups are always there for IT, and the goal's a little open. The demo comes through onto Wyatt. There's 1 minute remaining. Lotus are scrambling, trying to find the goal, but nothing so far. Emma trying to bump Wyatt off his direction. Maybe going to get another chance at a counterattack, but it's going to be up to Yak here. We've seen him succeed in situations like this, letting it fall, but no follow-up. Once again, I'm really interested to see who is leading the stats and touches, because I'm going to imagine it's going to be an IT player. Almost a nail in the coffin there. With 30 seconds left, it's already looking pretty
30
dreary.
minutes now. It's going to be do or die. Washington needs a goal in just these next couple of seconds. Got to happen on this attack right here. Yak could be in the center. Can he find something? Yes, he can. A little bit of a defensive miscue there from IT, and now Washington is right back in this game. 19 seconds remaining. Yak did it all himself there to give his team a chance. And now,
The double commit from IT.
with their winners back at life on the line here, 19 seconds is all that they have to play with here. Western Lotus needs to find a goal.
What kickoff plays do you have in the book, Lotus? You have to show it now. And it looks like Hira's going to gather, trying to meet the ball in the sky, but IT is there with the touch first. Bluey now off the wall, 5 seconds. Lotus have to keep the ball in the air if they want a shot at overtime and a winner's bracket run, but Bluey
All over the field, finds
All
that
over it.
touch. And now 0-2 falling there for the Lotus roster
Lotus
in this
will fall to the
round
loser
2 of
bracket.
the upper bracket. And now, I mean, you said it, a bit of a premature exit in this CRL third open qualifier.
Yeah, I mean, Bluey really controlling the field there. 54 touches, 544 score.
54 touches.
Yeah, leading the lobby there, 544. Just one goal for Bluey and Miller, but it's all that they needed. I mean, 12 shots to just 6 for Lotus, doubling the shots. I mean, once again, you can say, maybe IT was just a little bit, inaccurate with their shots, but when you shoot 12 times, more than one is going to go in, and Lotus only shot 6 and only one went in. So unfortunate game there for Lotus. Once again, a little bit disjointed, a little bit, I don't want to say panicky, but just the follow-ups weren't there. IT was all over the ball, and these Lotus players were not in that game. So they're going to drop down to losers bracket. We're going to run another quick 30-second ad, maybe a little bathroom break, and when we get back, we're gonna stay with Lotus for a game or two in losers, and then we will see you guys after that game with the main roster in that pool 1, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Lotus first.
Yes. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. After that, a bit of a more extended break than last time. There have been some. I don't know if people aren't checking in or if the lobbies are taking a bit of a while to get up. We were trying to show you guys a match from our main Rocket League team up against. Who were they supposed to play? Esport TS Blue? Or no, that's Lotus that we're about to look at. So regardless, let's take a look at the bracket. We'll look at Lotus first because they just dropped their first match in winners, dropping down to losers. Excuse me. They're currently in a matchup against Esport TS Blue. I am going to assume that that is Texas State. I'm not sure. When you click on their thing, it does not tell you the school. Regardless, after Lotus looking, I'm not going to mince words here, very shaky against Illinois Tech. Not the greatest game that you want to drop to losers with because it was incredibly winnable for a majority of that. But have a chance to bounce back and play their way through losers here. A win against this current team would be massive. And if we look up at the current standings in the winners bracket, we have Akron Gold against Lubbock Christian University Esports White, which should be a decent one. I don't know if that's being streamed anywhere, but I would like to watch it at least. Fisher now taking Lotus's spot, now playing Indiana Tech. Or no, it was Indiana Tech, not Illinois Tech. Excuse me. I wonder how that's going to go out because Fisher, traditionally very good team, have not hit that top 8 yet. And, you know, while Lotus did look shaky, Indiana Tech did look at least mechanically gifted. I do think a lot of their, you know, the technical side was a little bit off. Yeah. You know, they looked a little shaky, a lot of double commits, a lot of, like, you know, pretty bad shots, some bad defense. Didn't manage boost very well, but, you know, they came out on top just because if you shoot 16 times, you're going to make at least 2, right? Hopefully. Regardless, this bracket is shaping up to be pretty good. We see St. Clair Academy waiting to see who they will play. Akron Zips playing Illini Esports Orange. So a lot of good matchups in the future. I'm particularly interested in seeing this Fisher versus Akron later on, and then potentially Akron versus Concord. That's going to be a massive, massive match to see who moves on with the higher seed tomorrow.
Yeah, and just from overall kind of bracket overview, Lotus should definitely be favored in this match against Esports TS Blue, who lost 2-0 to Stockton in their first match in upper bracket, and then is only here now because of a DQ to University of Texas at San Antonio. So,
but
Stockton, it does look like it just updated. Lotus did win Game 1 against Esports TS Blue, so going well so far. They won that game 5-1. So. Look like hopefully they are going to be able to make it out of that, and then they're going to play the winner of either Oakland Esports or WIT Esports. So looking forward to that next. And then do we want to go over to main roster?
Let's do it, shall we? I will say, you mentioned the team that Lotus are up against right now, lost to Stockton. Stockton is a good team. They do have Deck on their team, which... you know, we have seen a lot here in CRL. Good player. So Stockton is one of those kind of sleeper teams, in my opinion, that could sneak into a matchup against a Concord or an Akron if they can get get through some of the lesser known schools first. But regardless, taking a look at the main rosters bracket, shall we? That will be Pool A1.
Yes. So. First matchup against a new club, RLI. We already talked about that, to a victory, and then Texas Esports, who they played in the round 2, won again 2-0, 5-2, and then 7-0 in game 2. Almost had a Brazil, and now they are still waiting for the round 3 matchup. They're going to play either the winner of Arizona State and Northern Illinois, their varsity roster. So
I don't think there's trouble getting the lobby up. I think this is just a real barn burner between Arizona State and NIU. They're 30 minutes in, and only one game has been completed. So a potential for a long one there with NIU versus Arizona State. NIU did come out on top in that first match.
1-0. So it looks like just like a long overtime match there for game 1. So it looks like our main roster is going to get a little bit of a break looking forward and going into the next match. But obviously we talked about looks like winner semifinals and a collision course with Davenport. We haven't got to talk about that matchup, but then obviously, on the complete other side of the bracket is the St. Clair Saints, who
I don't want to be that guy, but the St. Clair Saints Gold team. So I've been on the CRL mainstream, on the Rocket League Twitch channel, which will be streaming the finals and grand finals tomorrow. NIU just won 2-0, so we have confirmed West Virginia will be playing NIU. But anyway, I'm going to finish that thought. On the mainstream, I want to say it's Danger Taco. That is very, very high on the St. Clair Gold team. Wants to see them succeed, and I see why. I mean, Fabso on this team is a player we have seen play a lot for St. Clair. Him, along with Christian, very good players. So I see a world. I actually think it's quite likely St. Clair Gold could take down Davenport, meaning West Virginia will have to see St. Clair Gold and then St. Clair in the winners finals, assuming that is won by the Mountaineers. So a lot of St. Clair teams here today. We have St. Clair Gold, and St. Clair Academy, all three of which are good teams. Gold and the main team, definitely, I think, in that upper echelon. Especially St. Clair topping the standings and points right now, winning Open number 1, coming in third, I believe, in Open number 2. But regardless, West Virginia, not an easy run through this bracket once they get through these schools like NIU, assuming that they get
obviously
through
still have to take care of business against NIU. Just took down Arizona State 2-0, so they will be seeing NIU in just a minute here. And then the next matchup, the winner of Columbia College and Iowa State. So perhaps a little bit of a Big 12 matchup upcoming, but again, who knows? Obviously, still NIU on the plate for now, and I believe those teams should be getting into the lobby any minute now. Yep. But
I'd love to see a Big 12 matchup. We haven't won one of those at WVU in a while.
That's not true, man. We did lose to Iowa State in football.
We did lose to Iowa State in football.
It was like
in basketball, no?
No, we beat him in basketball.
We beat him in basketball?
Yeah. And
I stopped watching when DeVries got hurt. I'll be totally honest.
I'll be totally
honest.
Iowa State was ranked.
We haven't looked
we
bad.
Beat them.
That's true. And then we lost to somebody like 2 days later.
To Arizona.
Yeah, 2 days later.
I don't know. We got ranked for a day.
We're an esports school. Chat. I think we're a Rocket League school, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe just an esports school. Valorant, I think, is on a positive trend, assuming that they can improve after Wednesday's match. Same with Call of Duty. And now we're heading into the lobby, so just a couple more minutes, and we will get to this main roster. And something I wanted to bring up before we got into this, there's been a lot of talks of who is playing for the Mountaineers. I know on the main Rocket League streams, like I mentioned, in a lot of the shows, Vaudable, Bass, Taco, all of them have been asking, with the Mountaineers, not performing very well in CRL, and you just bring in this very, very good, accomplished player who's going to be playing this weekend. And I can tell you, I don't know, but we're going to see pretty soon.
I actually don't know. So he's lying to all of us.
Regardless, I think West Virginia is geared up to have a good weekend this week, assuming they can play like they did on the stream in Nace against Akron, especially when you have Maryville on Monday. So this is going to be a gauntlet because you go through tonight, tomorrow, assuming you qualify, because you did not in the last qualifier if you're the Mountaineers. Assuming you qualify, you have to go through Concord, you have to go through St. Clair, you have to go through Northwood, you have to go through Akron again, you have to go through all of these teams. OC might be up there as we head into game, but and then you have to get up on Monday and go play Maryville. Maryville, they're probably going to have to play tomorrow as well, assuming they make it. But regardless, we're going to see Mountaineers up here against NIU. And will you look at that in the top right corner of your screen? If we can switch the team's production, pretty please. They are on the wrong side. The Mountaineers lineup today is Angel, Tool, and Gyro is in. Came in, like we mentioned, against Akron. Total demolition, a dismantling of Akron, a 2-0 or a 3-0 victory. But NIU, I spoke too soon. Don't pop the champagne just yet. Moxie off an assist from Hertz. Miscommunication, an empty goal, a good pass from that right-hand side, and right down the middle is Moxie finding the back of the net early. And the Mountaineers,
a little bit of
falling
out of the gate for sure here, but now Tool immediately up this left side looking for an equalizer. It looks like, close there for a second, but just not quite able to find it. Back in, kind of resetting here to get some boost, and now Angel's going to play that again towards the center, but it's another good stoppage for the time being from NIU. West Virginia to keep their foot on the gas, so the pressure turned up to 11. Gyro looking for something, but just going to have to play for, again, some more boost and look to re-engage. Up right in the middle looking for a touch. Is going to be able to find it, but just not quite anything there to follow up with. It's a good little tap up by Tool there to try and set up anything, but once again.
Virginia still on the attack, have not given up just yet. Moxie trying to get that touch off the backboard to maybe get it clear. Here comes the 50, and nobody from West Virginia behind the ball, so forced to retreat and allow Sleazeley to take this counterattack. But then another clear. There's a bump from Tool, but the ball's still going to stagnate around midfield here. Just ping pong around, but maybe dangerous for the Mountaineers. Maybe I spoke too soon, but Moxie has shown can put himself in positions to succeed. The question is, can the Mountaineers? Sleazeley, the double touch.
What is going on? Again off the top.
There's no reason that ball should not have been in the goal. The Mountaineers might have just lucked their way into the goal. If you're NIU, you are breaking your monitor, I swear. What just happened? A little bar downski.
Controllers
from
are
the top bar.
Controllers are
stagnates. West Virginia barely.
What a
In my
collapse.
opinion, with sheer luck, getting
That was, I mean, nothing else to call that but sheer luck. West Virginia should, every other reality, they are down 2-0 right now. But just, by just sheer luck, find himself now just, tied up 1-1.
No. We do take those. Off the backboard here is NIU. No, excuse me, the Mountaineers and Tool.
Tool once again finds
getting through at that NIU defense.
Did that just completely break the mental of NIU? There's a good chance.
I know it would break yours.
That's rude.
It would break mine. I have a strong mental, actually. It would break mine. Anyway, I apologize, William. That was a joke. An angel.
Right off the kickoff. I think this
shot was also a joke. Look at this little play here. The 50 and Angel just perfect. NIU, the player in the back, a little bit slow there for the 50, doesn't get to the ball fast enough, and Angel just clicks it right over his head. The Mountaineers, after going down 1-0 and almost 2-0, somehow within a minute flip this. You could call it a 3-point swing.
You could definitely call it that. You could call it
or a 4-point swing, technically.
A complete collapse from Northern Illinois as well. But West Virginia, Gyro now with the demolition. NIU is up a player. Can they find something to capitalize? But does not quite look like West Virginia's going to be able to find the clear now. Counter-attack of their own up the left side. Ball just kind of being bounced around towards the center now. It's a good 50-50 win by Angel there, but no one there to follow it up. And now, once again, up that left side. West Virginia looking for something. NIU kind of staggered a bit defensively here. That ball's just teasing the goal and not quite able to find it.
This is where these Mountaineers like to play, at least more recently, is you just shot after shot after shot, and the defense will break down eventually. Here comes the third one, and there it is, Gyro. Finding a goal here in CRL. His first time in CRL on our stream, at least, and the breakdown in the defense. Everybody out of boost, out of position, and Gyro sees the field so well, finding an easy goal to go up 4-1.
Relentless pressure there from the Mountaineers, and able to cap it off into another goal to extend their lead to 3 here with just under 2 minutes to play. And immediately again, right back at it, right up on the aggression. Ooh, a narrow kind of margin for error there for NIU, and they're just able to kind of sneak out there without conceding their 5th goal in just around 2 minutes. Angel on the right side here. Oh, what a touch. Not able to quite find anything, however. Now going to have to rotate back, play a little bit defensively, but again, NIU has just kind of been struggling ever since, kind of the incident, we'll call it. Just nothing really kind of left for them to kind of do here. And again, West Virginia is just kind of doing whatever they want for the time being. Here comes NIU out the left side. Can they find something to make this a game again? West Virginia says no, and the counterattack again pursues. Right up that right side. Gyro in the middle. Can he find something? A little bit of a lopsided touch there. But then the center again. But clears there, and then on the 60-second, 1 minute remaining here.
Using a lot of boost here, Gyro, but the 50 goes in the way of NIU. Here comes Tool with another touch. This NIU team, bro, they're getting 1 shot, maybe 2, and then a good clear. And Angel does it all himself. I didn't even call it because I thought that was a clear save here from NIU, but sneaks the ball into that bottom right corner. Sleazeley doesn't boost early enough, doesn't have the angle, and barely in that bottom right-hand corner. Angel showing off the skills a little bit on that angle, and Mountaineers up 5-1.
5-1.
That's how tall you are.
Just rude.
You're 6. He's 6'3", guys. Don't.
45 seconds. Sorry, remaining, and now Hopefully we're not going to see a repeat of Lotus, and we're just going to see them actually play the game for these last 30 seconds. It looks like we will. NIU kind of looking for, maybe anything to kind of reset their confidence after the tragedy that occurred about 4 minutes ago. But, I mean, WVU does not look like they're going to let that happen. Going to be another clear, and now Gyro going up the middle, trying to find something once again. Can they find a 6th goal? Just 15 seconds remaining. Angel up the middle. It's a good touch up to himself. Can he play it from off the top ropes? Not quite there. The follow-up, again, just off. And now 5 seconds remaining. Looks like this ball.
Good bump from Gyro, puts her out of position.
1 second remaining. Yes, they can.
That whole play started from that bump from Gyro. You see it right here. Look at that bump. Gives Tool another touch. Forces them out of position. They run into each other. The double commit, and Tool finds a wide open shot. What a play there.
You could call
it 1 second remaining.
That was definitely the dagger there. Really put the nail in the coffin.
I think the dagger was about 3 minutes ago. But
6-1.
6-1.
Game 1.
That's all
in favor
lie.
of the Mountaineers. That's just a lie.
Yeah,
I mean,
6 foot boots.
Look at those ball touches. 58 ball touches.
58
for
for Angel. I mean, listen, that's where Angel has kind of earned his keep in Morgantown. The mainstay here, the captain of the team, been around longer than anybody else, right? I always called him the field general when I first started casting. But as corny as that sounds, it's kind of true. He's everywhere. He's mechanically gifted. He's knowledgeable of the game, and he trusts his teammates. And when you put those three things together, you get 58 touches and 6 shots and 2 assists. Gorgeous Rocket League from West Virginia. Of course, NIU is not going to be, with all due respect, not the level of competition that either St. Clair team or Davenport will be. But I'm seeing a lot of good things in terms of positioning and in terms of decision making that are giving me a very, high feeling for the Mountaineers going into tonight and into tomorrow.
And one of the sneaky, most important things that Angel is so good at is just controlling the pace of the game. I mean, if West Virginia wants to speed it up, if they want to slow it down, Angel can kind of, with all those ball touches, just kind of take it and completely dictate, the way that they want the game to be played.
Speak of the devil, and he doth appear. Angel
immediately. But when you can force your opponent to play the way that you want to play, it immediately puts yourself at such a great advantage. And that is really where Angel thrives. And I mean, that's just a nice little tap-in goal to start it off just after 23 seconds. And NIU still just looks completely burnt. And now, I mean, going to see maybe West Virginia rack up the score a little bit. I don't know if goal differential matters at all in CRL, but why not just put another one? Angel finds 2 immediately.
Hey, I believe going into... Oh, wait, no. Last week against Akron, he was 13 goals off of his 600th goal. I haven't been keeping track. Somebody please, Angel, whoever's listening, Carvelli, if you're watching this from home, see if you can figure out how many goals Angel scored tonight, because if he hit 600, I'm going to go bananas for that fella.
I mean, quite an achievement that you do not see very often.
As we see Angel there in the 50, and Tool is there with backup to get the ball down into the corner. A little bit of a battle ensues, but Angel will retain possession for now. Another 50, but he's just weaving through these NIU defenders, and here comes Gyro with the backup, trying to center this ball a little bit, but hurts with a good touch, taking it down the right-hand side, but 2 defenders to beat will not be enough for Moxie to overcome, and the ball now up in the air. Gyro succeeds so well in this position. A little flip reset, trying to be a little bit fancy there, but NIU finding the touch, keeping the ball out of their net. Is this going to be a bit of a save? It is, from Gyro picking up the boost and back down the middle. NIU looking potentially, looked like they were thinking about, both players thinking about committing to that ball. Luckily for them, they did not, but now a dangerous position here. The Mountaineers in a bit of a 3-man weave formation, as I like to call it, but the 50 goes in NIU's way, and the counterattack is put on hold for just a couple seconds, but when Angel wants a goal, there's not much you can do to stop him without some of the best players in an A, but a demo and a tool will now officially stop this counterattack as Hertz recovers the ball at midfield.
Now, the demo on the Moxie, though, immediately after, just kind of for a bit of a reset here, and now the ball just kind of back in neutral for the time being. Angel going to go up this right side, look for a touch, and it's a good touch at that to kind of maintain possession for the time being. But 50-50 there, won by NIU, but again, not really anything for them to capitalize on for the time being. Although it's like maybe a little bit of a sign of life here for NIU.
Good bump
trying to find something. It definitely was, and now Sleazy up the right side trying to find something, but it's a good clear there. Off to the left side, and now Western U back in prime position to find another goal. Will they?
Pass, yeah, I think it was, but a little Bardowski there. Nobody for the follow-up, the rebound, and NIU keeps it out of their net for now. But another pass. Look, but Tool a little bit too high. Or maybe that was Gyro.
Whoever it was a beautiful pass there from Angel. And I mean, the defensive rotations from West Virginia does not really matter how aggressive they get. Their ability to kind of kite back and play the really important defensive positions when they need to is really impressive. And it's
I know Overwatch.
NIU locked in, and I mean have not been able to find any.
Your Overwatch and Marvel Rivals player experience is showing using the word kite in Rocket League. I love it so much.
Is that another thing?
Here's Tool. I wouldn't call it a kite. But Tool does find the back of the goal. A great assist from Angel. Let's take a look at the replay. I was kind of joking here. Angel from the top wall down to Tool. It was a double touch. Gorgeous mechanics there from Tool to put that one away. Mountaineers up 3-0.
And Angel already on a brace, trying to look for a hat trick.
Yeah.
But I mean, ooh, look at that. It was a good little
One
bit of a slowdown there from Hurt.
Cannot do it.
Yeah. Good defensive wall there from the Mountaineers, and now Angel going to kind of flick that back up the right side to get Gyro back on the attack, looking for something in the middle. It's a good juke for the time being. Oh, and the demolition. Gyro showing off a little bit of the skills there. And now Angel off the left side. Can he find something? Not quite. It's a good center there from Gyro, but no one is there to follow it up.
The boost is stolen there by, I believe it was Tool.
Tool stole the boost.
Very nice there.
On it.
NIU with no boost at all, and that's going to give Angel an opportunity for a shot. Nobody with the boost.
There it is.
Someone tried to steal it. I think that was Gyro trying to get that last little touch, a little bit of BM there between teammates, but Angel does find the hat trick 4-0. Great awareness, 0 boost. That all started when Tool stole that boost in the corner. NIU had nothing they could do about it. Wide open goal, and Angel takes advantage. Pretty devious angle, I'll say. Not the coolest angle I've ever seen, but a good one. And the demo early on the Sleazily. One hit the beat, and Angel
finds his 4th. That is 11 straight goals for the Mountaineers after a little bit of a hiccup there at the beginning of this match, but it has been all gold and blue after that.
A little bit of a fake there from Angel. I mean, forcing that NIU player to take
I would imagine
the lower
that's a
angle.
600 goal. I think
he
we just
like
watched
13. We might have just watched it. For the VOD, if that was Angel's 600th goal, congratulations, Angel, the GOAT of WVU Rocket League so far. Very proud of what you have done for this team, and very proud that you have hit 600th goal as a Mountaineer.
But can they complete the shutout? NIU now getting a little bit desperate, looking for something on the offensive end, but the defense from the Mountaineers is still there. And now the counterattack. Immediately, Angel once again, 5 goals already in just this second game. With 45 seconds remaining,
he might hit 700 tonight.
6-0. I mean, who knows? Anything is on the board with the way this man is putting the ball in the net. And now, 6-0. I mean, this game's done. Looking for just, maybe anything else just to kind of, cap it off. Tool going up the center, looking for something. Oh, and it's a good setup. Gyro!
Goodness.
Unbelievable. Finally finds one. 6 shot this game. Finally finds one.
And Tool with an amazing pass.
I mean, but just look at that setup right back to himself off the wall. Beautiful mechanics there from the new guy.
I want to reiterate that, with all due respect to all these teams in CRL, because it is the best teams in North America in this roster, as the Mountaineers almost go up 8-0. That would have been diabolical off the kickoff with just 30 seconds remaining. But regardless, these are sort of some, for lack of a better term, warm-up matches for teams like St. Clair, the Mountaineers, Maryville, Northwood. But when you see a team like this with the team play being so good, the plays so good, the passing so good, like that one right down to Tool with a wide-open net, it all comes down to a mental battle. Mm-hmm. And as you know, as I've talked about a lot, I find mental battles to be the most important battles to have in esports. And if you can keep this up over the 5-hour day today and the 4-hour day tomorrow, you can be the best team in the country.
And it's pretty obvious that NIU's mental was just completely boomed after the tragedy that we witnessed.
That gets a doom on the doom meter.
Absolutely. That is definitely not ideal there, as that ball will get grounded. An 8-0 Game 2 victory. 14 unanswered goals for the Mountaineers.
14 unanswered.
971 score there.
I also want to point out, 71 ball touches, 7 shots, 5 goals.
Absolutely ridiculous.
That is one of the best. That is one of the best accuracy stats I've seen in a long time.
Absolutely ridiculous.
And it just happened to come in the first CRL streamed match with this trio together.
And the new guy, 4 assists from Gyro as well.
That's what he brings to the table. He brings mechanics, and he brings experience, and he brings a field vision, I think. You know, we've seen him. The last time the Mountaineers were in CRL, he actually did a watch along for any of you that might have watched. I know I did for a little bit. He did a VOD review in the middle of it. So, like, you know that coaching experience, I guess, that coaching mindset is there, and it's showing with a lot of this team play. The question is, can that be kept up through the remainder of this bracket and through the remainder of this weekend? And once this stat screen goes away, I would like to take a look at Lotus's bracket, because if they did win, I would like to hop back in and catch another Lotus match before West Virginia moves on, because they have another, I think, round or 2 before they potentially see Davenport or St. Clair Gold.
So, bracket update quickly. Columbia College beat Iowa State, so Columbia College will face this Mountaineer main roster. And it looks like the winners quarters, and then obviously if they can take care of business there, they will take on the winner of Davenport and St. Clair Gold. On the Lotus side of things, they were able to take care of Esports TS Blue 2-0, and are now planning into WIT Esports as we speak.
Esports, yep. With Kappa, Array, and Ion. So, I think what the plan is, we're back on the cameras. I believe we will keep an eye on this Lotus versus WIT Esports match, which just started in losers round 4 of the 4th group in the CRL bracket. We'll keep an eye on that. The winner will face, the winner will face Wichita State Rocket League. So Wichita State, which I believe is a team Lotus have played in Varsity Plus, if I'm not mistaken.
Not yet.
Or a team in Varsity Plus.
A team in Varsity
future
Plus.
matchup. So if Lotus wins this one, we will 100% catch that, because it could be a look to the future on a potential matchup in NACE Varsity Plus, if I remember correctly that they are in
they're either in Varsity Plus or
Premier in a lower not super conference. Regardless, we're gonna send it to a quick ad break. If you don't want to watch the ads, please hit us with a Prime sub or a regular sub, whatever you can afford. It all goes to helping us create better content so you can enjoy West Virginia University sports as much as we do. And with that being said, we will be back with Rocket League, maybe some breakdowns before our next match at the other side of this break. Thank you. Welcome back from the break, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of a break for us to get our voices back. You know, a little restroom break, drink some water. Update, Lotus did just beat WIT Esports Varsity 2-0, which means they move on to play Wichita State Rocket League, who is, we confirmed, correct, in Varsity Plus Rocket League, which means Lotus might see them this season.
Bit of a preview.
Yep, bit of a preview for that. So another NACE team is always a fun one to see on CRL, especially when Lotus we've been talking a lot about in Varsity Plus so far this semester.
Yeah, absolutely. So they should be getting into that any minute now. And then looks like main roster is playing Columbia as we speak. So obviously that's
Columbia's in Ivy League, correct? Are they in Ivy League?
Yes, they're in Ivy League school. And Davenport 2-0 against St. Clair Gold. 2-0 to St. Clair Gold. So that is who is waiting for the winner
So
of that.
go ahead if you
WVU
would
and Columbia.
click the Davenport roster for me, shall we?
The Davenport roster.
Yeah, because I believe they have
Bolte, Brock, and Cam.
Yes, they have Cam. They do have Cam.
Yeah.
Who very good player who recently, I believe, put out a very, very popular tweet, got like 55, 60,000 views on Twitter when I saw it a couple weeks ago. Dropped out of RLCS. I believe I just got word from production. We're getting ready to get in the game, so not too much talking. You'll have to bear with us for just a little bit longer. But Cam, dropping out of RLCS and focusing mainly on CRL. So with Davenport being, dropping out of that top 8 a little bit in recent opens as we get into the game, I wonder if Cam being able to focus fully on CRL instead of RLCS, maybe that's gonna help him, give him some more room to breathe. If you know,
the more driven focus on
exactly
on CRL for sure.
Especially
Wichita State immediately.
You're playing with the same team instead of a different one for LCS, but
yeah, and Boone,
this Lotus team,
just 12 seconds in, Wichita State takes an early lead. Just an unfortunate 50-50 there, midair from Lotus, and now just 12 seconds.
That's a perfect segue, as I was saying, playing with different rosters. But this Lotus team have the same roster in CRL, NACE, and RLCS. Yet we've seen, a little bit of sloppy play here in their loss in the winners bracket. But maybe this Wichita State matchup might be what they need to get back on the right foot. But Pickle doesn't want that to happen just yet. Boone chasing down Yak. It looks like missing the bump, but does get the touch on the ball. Yak mishandles just a little bit, but the pass down the middle to Hira. No shot just yet off the left wall. Is there going to be a touch from Wichita State? Not quite, but Hira doesn't get the
no
touch.
Boost. Just unable to.
No boost to work with. And a lot of boost to work with here for Views as Pickle just hammers the ball down the field, looking for his teammate down mid. Hira misses the touch and the goal. Yak and Emma trying to converge towards the ball, but neither can get there with their boosts, and Wichita State goes up 2-0 early.
Absolutely. Oh, both not quite there. And now, 2-0 for this Lotus team in the early stages of this game one. Obviously still a lot of time, a lot of Rocket League still yet to be played, but now Yak getting demolitioned. Wichita State has another opening here immediately. Looking for something. Boone just narrowly misses though off that, and now West Virginia can
the goal wide open.
A wide open goal, but
left.
The far post shot went wide, and now, but look at this again. West Virginia trying to find it open here. Again, another center ball. That goal is still open. A great fake by Emma. Can she finish it? No.
The patience, a better touch from Wichita State's going to get that ball down the field toward mid, and Yak is going to be demoed, so if Emma's going to do this, it's going to be all by herself. The shot comes through, but a good save from Wichita State keeps this at a 2-point lead rather than a 1-point lead. And Pickle flying in for the touch, but Lotus all over that one for now. Emma now over to Hira, down the middle, off the wall, but
can Emma find a setup here?
Nice just yet. Off the backboard, looking for that 50, but a good touch once again from Wichita State. Pickle not taking it down the left wall all by himself. Bumps it back to mid, but another good touch. And Lotus, once again, their counterattacks just stagnated. These defenses are not really falling, but there's a wide open goal from Yak off the ceiling. As I say, the defense has not been falling apart. It dismantles itself in front of our eyes. Wichita State leaves an open goal.
That's been a couple of times already where we see kind of Wichita State kind of, overextend a little bit and leave themselves vulnerable in goal, and Yak at that time was able to take advantage, and now West Virginia feel a lot more comfortable here, maybe shifting the momentum quite a little bit at least, and now Wichita State and that demolition on a pickle, another potential opening here for West Virginia, but had to be careful not to let one slide in their own net. Pickle with the little bit of a touch around middle.
Good steal. That might be a double tap.
Again, a great double tap off of the back wall, and now a very quick answer from the Lotus team.
Showing off the mechanics there a little bit off the wall to herself and right into the back of the net. A center shot. Views could not get there in time, and all tied up after a shaky start. Lotus are starting to rock here, but no, the kickoff goal. That is the opposite of what you want when you tie up the game. Boone off of a good set play on the kickoff, and Emma loses the 50. Hira misses the touch, and Yak cannot get back to the goal fast enough, and that's as soon as you get it tied, it's once again
so demoralizing. Just the smallest lapse, just that slightest miss right off the kickoff, and now Wichita State up 3-2 and looking to be aggressive again. It's a good clear though from the Lotus defense, and now Emma has a bit of an opening here, but just a little bit too slow. And now Wichita State going up the right side. Pickle trying to find something again, but simple clearance there from Yak. He's actually just going to take this up all the way up by himself. A little bit of a dump off there to Emma. And now, I mean, West Virginia again looking for something. Oh, right off the top crossbar. Is there a follow-up? No, there is not. And now Boone's going to be able to find a clear up the left side and give it a little bit of a counterattack on his own. It's a good setup off the top, but no one from Wichita State. Oh, just barely there, but a great defensive stand there from West Virginia. And now a little bit of an action-packed 30 seconds there. West Virginia's going to try and keep it going right off the back, but Views another good clear. And now, I mean, there's just been Boone right off the center, but nothing quite there. And West Virginia's going to be able to try and, stabilize here for just the time being. But, I mean, it's just back and forth right now. Can they find something stick? Center clear right off to the right side. And now here we're finding that boost going to circle back and try and help her team defensively. But, I mean, it's just another clear. It's just back and forth right now for both of these teams.
Absolutely, just kind of ping-ponging back and forth around the center of the field. Now Pickle looking to set up one of his teammates, and down mid it was set up off the backboard from Boone, but nobody there to follow up. Another touch, a flick up from Yak back to midfield, but with 1 minute remaining, the goal might be open again. A good save from Hira keeps it a 1-goal game, but Lotus still have 50 seconds to press on the gas and try to get another goal into the back of the net. Pickle 60 on the boost, looking to fill it up with the pads, but not finding anything just yet in terms of offense. Boone now, dangerous position for that ball. Nobody from Lotus able to find a position for a shot, but a good touch from the Yak gave them a shot at it. But now, here comes Pickle and 30 seconds left. Looks like a little 50 in the corner, might be had, but
Lotus is so clumped right now. They need to kind of be able to find a way to get an open here. Emma's going to play it up.
Does find a hole in the defense for now, but Boone is there to reconcile. 10 seconds left. The ball is in an advantageous position for Lotus, but Pickle with a good clear.
Actually going to play it back.
And they keep it up.
But look at Boone.
Oh,
the goal is open, and no one is there to stop it. A little bit of a desperation attempt there from West Virginia to leave themselves wide open defensively. Boone's able to capitalize, and that will be game one. 4-2 in Wichita State. I mean, all that pretty much just comes down to that, goal right off the kickoff after it was made 2-2, tied up at West Virginia. Just that little half a second, just that short lapse. I mean, ended up losing them this game one, and now, I mean, for their tournament life, for their CRL life right now, have to find a way to bounce back and win game two if they want to give themselves a chance.
742 points from Boone.
That is
despicable.
That is a lot of points from Boone for sure.
You tie that up with a hat trick. I mean, not much you can do as an opposing team. Three goals on just saves. 4 shots.
Yeah, absolutely. Spectacular play there from him. And I mean, Wichita State as a whole, I mean, they were able to kind of keep West Virginia at bay. There was a lot of, kind of looked like good openings that Lotus was kind of like finally be able to break through, maybe even take a lead, or, at least tie it up after it was 2-3. But Wichita State stood strong and just kind of bided their time and, waited for their opening. And, I mean, it revealed itself and they were able to capitalize. So a very well-played game from Wichita State for sure. And now West Virginia Lotus with the maybe kind of feeling a little bit of desperation now as, lose this game and your weekend's over.
Yeah, exactly. And, after the unfortunate loss there to Indiana Tech, not how you wanted this losers bracket to go. And that's not how you want this game 3, or this game 2, excuse me, to go with Boone off the kickoff. Another miscommunication, another misplay on the kickoff from Lotus, leaving the wide open goal, missing the touch. I mean, you take that all day if you're Wichita State, and yeah, it's the last thing you want to see if you're Lotus.
Yeah, and I mean, it's, again, just right off the kickoff, only 3 seconds. Oh, and surely not again. The defense there from Max able to find the clear, but I mean, West Virginia, the starts to these possessions have just been so poor, and I mean, you just cannot afford to give a team like Wichita State 3 goals like that. And after kind of, you know, the offensive struggles that they had last game, they cannot afford to, you know, kind of dig this hole any deeper. And now already down 1-0 in this game too.
I mean, that changes your plan for the entirety
Absolutely.
of the next 4.5 minutes, because, you know, instead of trying to get off on the right foot, you're already playing down, and Hira looking for the reset there, looking for a shot. The pass goes back to Emma, but nothing can get through.
And, I mean, Wichita State just swarming the goal. Everyone is sitting back in net, and everyone's sitting back in net there, just to kind of, you know, play this kind of, you know, ultra passive, super defensive style that they can afford now that they, you know, have been kind of gifted a free goal at the start of the game. But now these counterattacks, Hero with the gets demoed there, and now the 3v2 Wichita State's going to look to capitalize. It's a good chance there, but right off the top, and now it looks like Yak's going to be able to try and find a clear there out to Hero on the right side, and now maybe a counterattack, maybe something. But I mean, Wichita State just all rotating back. Everyone's back in that goal. I mean, just the wall that they're able to set up. This style of play that they've been, you know, kind of gifted. After that free goal, it's going to be so hard pushing to break through.
I mean, these are the lows we've seen with not only this team, but the main roster and some of their lesser performances.
There it is, maybe.
Where this might get
Surely
in, but no. The goalpost standing strong twice. And that's a good example of exactly what I was about to say. I mean, a lot of these counterattacks are a one-shot miss and a good clear from Wichita State. You're not seeing the barrages. You're not seeing the patience of letting the defense break down like we have in the past. And you know, you're letting Wichita State get away with some of these dangerous positions and getting away with these 50s that are being won, like that one right there. Emma trying to get the 50, trying to get a bump, but Wichita State all over it. Now the ball slow in midfield. Pickle with the flick up. Lotus tries to meet him in the air with that free jump, but can't quite find it. Emma now off the left side wall, still only down 1 goal. Yak off the left now, excuse me, off the right now, looking to set someone off in mid. A decent bump there, but it doesn't look like there's going to be much of a follow-up, especially after that touch from Boone, and she's just all over the field today.
Absolutely. They just look a bit stagnant right now. Nothing really kind of fitting into place. No real passes connecting. No real kind of, you know, this offensive output that we know that they're capable of. But I mean, that certainly helps when the goal is just wide open.
But there's Yak.
Absolutely, just a complete defensive breakdown from Wichita State. I mean, just absolutely nobody, even in their own defensive half there. And Yak's able to capitalize. And now, 2 minutes, 8 seconds remaining, 1-1. West Virginia given a bit of a lifeline there. But, you know, now these kickoffs, they've been so dangerous. They've been so lethal for Wichita State. Luckily, West Virginia's able to kind of just get out of it alive for the time being, even without possession. And now it's a great touch from Hira.
Hira with a good
right
touch.
up the middle.
Keep up with the ball, not quite beat to it. Wichita State, but Yak does get a touch. A demo might be huge here on to Boone, but Emma needs that touch and can't find it.
Good center from Yak, kind of set up himself, but not quite there.
Just a step behind these defenders every time they go for an attack here. Now Boone on the counter, the flip, but another good touch from Hira. Emma to receive, trying to set up Yak there, but another 51 by Wichita State. The pre-jump to Emma and trying to sneak that ball in that top left corner. There might be some follow-up here. There is, but a good touch. Keeps it off the left crossbar, and the counterattack coming from Wichita State, unless Emma can get away with this one, and it looks like she can for now. Off the wall, the 50 is going to be 1 for now, but the demo onto Hira is going to thwart that as soon as it happens.
Another great chance there missed for West Virginia. I would say, you know, besides that kind of opening miss out there on the kickoff, West Virginia's had much better attacking opportunities here than Wichita State in general over these past 4 minutes, but just not quite able to capitalize as much as you would like. But I mean, again, just kind of their ability to keep up the pressure has really kind of helped them at least stabilize here for the time being, but now they have to find a way to get this clear. Wichita State with an attack of their own view is going to look for a touch. It's a good little bit of a bat down there to his teammate, but now the pass goes wide. There's going to be a reset there for Emma on the left side. 50-50 kind of bounce back towards the middle here. Still not out of danger yet for Wichita, or for West Virginia, sorry. Boone looking for something, but now with no boost, he's going to have to kind of retreat and pick up one of those packs. And now West Virginia with the ball in their offensive half. It's a great shot there. The save narrowly came in there for Wichita State. Now 15 seconds remaining. Can West Virginia find a heartbreaker here in the last 10 seconds? It looks like they're in position here. It's going to be, I believe that is Emma, over the middle, look for something. But there goes Boone. Good shot, but yeah, the defensive rotation. But can they get the ball down? No! The buzzer beater.
No views.
At the last seconds. And that's going to send West Virginia home. Unbelievable.
What a pass from Boone and what a goal from Views. Puts it away and puts away Lotus's lower bracket run here in CRL as we see Pickle, the last one standing in the lobby. Definitely put Lotus into a pickle there for a while, but Boone definitely the MVP of the match here tonight.
I believe Boone had
538 score, doing everything, 4 shots, 3 saves, and an assist.
I believe he was responsible either with a goal or an assist for every single goal that Wichita State scored in that match. Absolutely brutal ending to Wichita State's, or to Lotus's CRL run there. The absolute buzzer beater with 0 seconds on the clock, not even a chance for a rebuttal. And now, I mean, going home maybe a little bit earlier than expected.
Yeah. But with that being said, let's take a look at the bracket, shall we? So, unfortunately, Lotus dropping out of the lower bracket there with their loss against Wichita State, which could be a preview, like we said, of an ace match that we might see later. So let's take a look back at our first pool in this tournament. We are looking at
West Virginia is up 1-0.
West Virginia is up 1-0, up against Columbia, and a winner will play Davenport University. It is confirmed. So West Virginia versus Davenport will be amazing to watch. And
game 2 just came in.
Word from production. Game 2 just got updated. West Virginia is now officially 2-0.
West Virginia have not dropped a game yet. Looking, I mean, about as good as they looked all year, but now they have kind of the real test. Now Davenport in this winter semifinals, you know, you got to think you get through this game, odds are going to be seeing St. Clair in that winner's finals. But then, you know, day 2 is firmly in your grasp at this point. If you are the Mountaineers, like after not making day 2 in the second open tournament, you know, you have to think that this is kind of like the bare minimum for what they hope to achieve here. And now it's right in front of them. So,
and the winner of this match with West Virginia versus Davenport will play the winner of Rochester and St. Clair up against Drexel, which all odds point toward St. Clair taking that. And then Drexel versus St. Clair will also be a bit of an interesting match there. I still believe St. Clair having the strongest roster in NA at the moment. I think that's a fair assessment to make. Like I mentioned pregame, that signing of Arju has proven to be monumental for this roster. You have one of the greatest collegiate Rocket League players in EU coming over to join Zai and Jazzy. An incredible roster. All 3 very mechanically talented, very knowledgeable of the game. The team play has been there in the past, despite losing in the last Open to, I believe, Maryville. I know it was Northwood. They beat they beat Northwood and then lost to them again in the lower finals.
Yep.
Who then went on to beat Maryville for the Open number 2 title. Regardless, a lot of good Rocket League left to be had. We're going to send it to a quick break, about 30 seconds. If you don't want to watch the ad, then please hit us with a sub or a Prime sub, whatever you can afford. All of that helps us create better content so you can enjoy WVU Esports as much as we do. And we'll be back on the other side in the lobby with West Virginia University versus Davenport to see who gets to face, likely, St. Clair in the winter finals of this bracket. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back from that extremely short break because the lobby got built very quick. We're going to send it to the game momentarily, but until then, let's talk about this Davenport team. So Davenport, a little bit of familiarity, I believe, with Cam being in RLCS. I believe Cam has played against Tool and Angel quite a bit. I'd imagine he's seen Gyro around the block. So Cam, a very good player, and if anybody is going to win this for Drexel, it's going to be off the back of Cam. We're in game, so we're going to send it over right now, and Will is going to finish off that statement at the beginning here. Whatever he was going to say. I don't know what it was.
Well, now into winner semifinals, and Brock immediately finds it open for Davenport, and that is obviously not the start that West Virginia was looking for. We've seen that quite a bit with both rosters today. We saw it obviously in Lotus' last match. We saw it with main roster against NIU. These quick early concedes have been really detrimental. And kind of really just kind of leaves him.
Demo early on to Brock there.
Try to an uphill battle.
I find it interesting to say I was hyping up Cam pre-game, and all of a sudden it's Brock that puts them up 1-0 10 seconds into it. But regardless, now we finally get some more, solid Rocket League, not the kickoff goals that we have been seeing all night tonight, but Brock looking to keep that goal scoring going. But now Gyro hits the ball off the top of the backboard, but no boost to follow it up, no boost for a second touch. The ball now coming down midfield. Looks like that was Gyro once again getting a touch. Here comes Tool. A good bump from Davenport's going to keep him out of scoring range. Gyro now collecting the ball. This attack from West Virginia has been proven to be good. Tool looking for a bump there, but nobody to follow up with a shot. And Cam now off the ceiling, following it down. The pass comes through, but another good touch from the Mountaineers. Bolte does recover. The bump is going to give West Virginia possession and a potential counterattack. Angel now off the left wall, but bit of a double commit there almost from the Mountaineers. Looks like nobody in midfield for the pass, reception, and very dangerous position for the Mountaineers, but now a dangerous position for Davenport, as it looks like that goal was left open for a moment. Bolte luckily able to recover that ball before a pass can be made, and now we're going to stagnate at midfield as Tool tries to look for Angel in the corner, who's starving of boost.
Absolutely, and that was a fantastic defensive touch by Bolte. Really just kind of cut that attack, right where it stood. But now Angel over the right side with that fresh pack of boost, looking for something right off the left. Is there a follow-up? Yes, there is. Yes. Tool able to capitalize off of the ricochet, and now West Virginia, 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, is able to find the equalizer. 1-1 in this game, 1 best-of-5 against Davenport.
Another assist from Gyro.
Absolutely, he's been all over the field. Really a team player so far in this tournament. Now,
I also think it's worth pointing out there, Tool already, he scored that goal, but already 3 shots. If West Virginia want to make it through against some of these better teams in NA, you have to make, you have to get good looks. You can't just throw the ball at the wall and hope it finds its way in the back of the net, right? You can't have a low accuracy in terms of your shooting percentage, and the Mountaineers now looking to change that, as it looks like it's going to be Gyro off the left wall. A good touch from Davenport, but no. I believe that was Tool. Misses that touch a little bit, going for the bump instead. Brock
gets the demo into Gyro, and it looks like that's just going to kind of snuff out this West Virginia attack, although it did look very dangerous. And now here comes Gyro again off the right side with plenty of boost to spare. Can he find something?
50, it goes off the back of the backboard, and the 50 will be won by Davenport. Here comes Tool looking for a bump, does find it. The pre-jump is there from Angel to touch the ball in midfield, keep the counterattack at bay for now, but here comes Davenport. Only one player to beat. Can he beat them? No. It's going to be Gyro with the touch on the defense in the goal to keep this a 1-1 scoreline. He's going to have to do it once again here. A little pass from Angel.
Now with no boost, has to kind of back away. And Davenport looks like they're going to try and maintain possession. West Virginia is able to kind of steal it back from them. Brock with the touch in the sky, but here comes, I believe that is Gyro on the bottom, not finding something. Angel over the middle. Just kind of, nothing really settling right now. The ball just kind of in neutral. Gyro going to swing around back left, pick up that boost. Just taken right out from underneath him. Needs to find another contestant. Able to get it. And now Angel pushing up the left sideline, looking for a counterattack. But it goes clear by Bolte. And now looks like Davenport's going to be back on the offensive. Look at that over the left side.
The ball kind of stagnant here. 50. Looped up to that top wall. Cam with a very good touch there. That was last line of defense for Davenport before Tool snuck that one in. And now the Mountaineers, dangerous. Cam finding the left side of the crossbar. The crossbar still the best defender in the history of Rocket League. Cam not finding the back of the net there, but Tool now flipping the field, looking for a counterattack. Or excuse me, that's Angel. Tool now at midfield, Gyro still up a little bit as Davenport's trying to air dribble this one through the defense of the Mountaineers. Brock now with a touch, but knocked back down, and one guy to beat, and it's going to be Cam.
Absolutely.
Cam low on boost, using a lot of boost for that pass. Nobody there to receive it, but 50 seconds left. Both teams need to hit the gas pedal if they want to avoid overtime in just under a minute.
Absolutely, and Davenport's been, really trying on the offensive end, but Western has been able to kind of, starve them off for the time being, and now with the counterattack of their own, trying to find something. Gyro over the middle. It's a great touch towards goal, but gets batted down, and here comes Angel off the right side, 50-50, goes up, hits the top of the glass, settles back down for the time being. Tool with no boost, has to kind of rotate back and play for resources. Brock misses actually over the middle, but Davenport still looking for something. Tool, with a little bit of boost to his name, coming over that right side. So it's just another 50-50, batted back towards West Virginia goal. Gyro looking for something here. It's a good touch for the time being. It's kind of able to give West Virginia a bit of a counterattack with 5 seconds remaining. Can they find something? They're so extended here. They cannot afford to let themselves get caught in the back. They off that top, and Cam,
touch.
a buzzer beater, double touch once again. West Virginia overextended, and Cam was able to punish. That's absolutely brutal.
If it's going to be anyone, it's going to be Cam.
It's 2 straight games, and now Davenport's able to take game 1 with a score of 2-1. And I mean, yeah.
The offense stagnant there for the Mountaineers. Like I mentioned early, you can't have the low shot percentage.
And look at Angel with 28 touches.
Yeah.
We'd never see that.
Gyro now with 65, but Angel, stark contrast from the last time we saw him on stream.
Not nearly on the ball as much as he would like, for sure.
Almost a third.
Yeah,
of what he had.
Nearly, I believe he had.
Or about
71
half. Yeah, he had 68. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 28 though, definitely not what you like to see. And now Davenport, able to take advantage. Credit to them with that last second goal. Find themselves up 1-0. Now West Virginia, I mean, gonna have to kind of like fight and call a little bit to keep themselves in this winner's bracket. But again, just one game, and now it is a best of 5 now. So first to 3, West Virginia not quite at match point, but obviously you got to think game 2 extremely crucial for them to be able to win and kind of keep themselves out of a reverse sweep scenario.
Absolutely. This first kickoff, West Virginia definitely does not want another kickoff goal to go in. That was their arch enemy in the last game against this team. Here comes Brock now looking to put himself on the scoreboard first, just like last time, but not quite yet. Cam avoided by the Mountaineers, and now it's going to be a demo there onto both Angel and Gyro. Wide open goal. What a demolition play from Davenport. Amazing Rocket League there. I believe that was
the double demolition,
like
absolutely brutal.
Demoing both in one go, leaving 0 players in the goal to defend. And if you're the Mountaineers, you have 2 players that close together. That's going to happen sometimes. Something has to fix if they want to avoid going down 2-0.
Absolutely, and it's another, I mean, not off the kickoff this time, but just such an early concede. And I mean, West Virginia's just kind of been having to play down for pretty much this whole match. I mean, you have to think about how that can kind of affect your play style. How can that affect how you want to approach the game? Washington needs to find kind of hoping for a bit of an earlier equalizer. We obviously saw it last time, but with not that much time left. I mean, it's again right in front of their goal. Cam, but however, not a ton of boost, so they're gonna have to kind of reset. And now Washington looking for a counter check of their own. Gyro's gonna have to back up. Tools playing up the right side. It's a good center from Gyro, but just Angel not quite there. Kind of a toss back up. Again, just kind of nothing really there to stick for the time being. Davenport's defense has been extremely well played here. Looking close, but again, just not quite there. Davenport always able to find that kind of last touch to keep it out from inside their own goal. And now we should just kind of have to kind of stagger back, play a little bit more defense to try and keep themselves from falling down in too much of a deficit.
Absolutely. Now Bolte down the right side, chasing down this ball, looking for the defense. Angel recovers it. This could be a shot, and it is, but a little too far right off the crossbar. That might have been West Virginia's best opportunity so far in game 2, and it was not come to fruition.
There's a chance that you cannot really afford to miss if you're a West Virginia, if you are down 1-0. Against a team like Davenport, you're not going to get those chances very often.
That is absolutely true. Now Gyro bumped in the sky, could not finish the run through he wanted to have, and now back down to the corner. Another shot on goal, but it's going to be blocked by the backboard. Mountaineers now flying with it in the sky. Cam comes to meet and grounds the ball right at midfield. A demo onto Brock, but that's not going to matter because Cam is already all the way on your side of the pitch with the ball. But here comes Tool, the counterattack, but demoed immediately. Davenport is wanting none of this counterattack. The demos have been beautiful so far from this Davenport team. When here comes Brock off the wall, the pass back down a little bit behind his teammate coming through for the shot, but potentially a fake.
Absolutely, and Davenport just kind of had to reset.
Gyro,
no
the
boost.
wasn't there. Good defense from Davenport.
Davenport had to vacate the goal because they just had no boost across their entire team, but West Virginia not able to capitalize. And now, on a counterattack of their own, West Virginia just kind of forced to stagger back. And, I mean, get defensive once again. The pressure from Davenport just kind of keep West Virginia from, really getting some good opportunities to play, to get an attack. And, oh, look at that. That touch and just that pass downwards and then just that little flick up from Brock. So well played.
Angel too far out. Cam with a beautiful pass from the right-hand side, straight down the middle to Brock, finding the slam into the net, the slam dunk, if you will. And now off this kickoff, West Virginia once again down 2-0, about to go down 2-0 in games if they cannot find the remedy within the next 90 seconds or so. Gyro now down with the pass to Angel, but once again, nothing to find. Bolte all over the place here around midfield, trying to farm up that boost. Angel now without it.
Yeah, and here comes Davenport once again. Just not giving West Virginia any room to breathe. Here comes Bolte over the top, going to be able to, oh, not quite there for the 50-50, however, and now West Virginia trying to find something, anything really, but Davenport just kind of keeping possession, slowing the game down quite a bit, and just making sure that West Virginia just doesn't even have enough time really to find the goals that they need. Now with just 60 seconds remaining, West Virginia needs to find one quick. A small opening there, but again, just the defensive rotations back. Davenport playing so passively here, just not even really giving West Virginia a chance. 50 seconds now. The clock just keeps ticking. Davenport just kind of maintaining possession. No real kind of attacking opportunity for West Virginia. Angel trying to find something over the middle, but just a short tap outside from Davenport is all they really need. Gyro looks for something, anything, but again, just not quite there. 30 seconds now. Bolte picking up the boost and good touch over to the wall. Here comes Angel though, or Angel off the side trying to find anything. Tool missed with the follow-up touch, and now 20 seconds. Davenport just kind of playing with their food almost, playing so passively, just letting that clock tick down. And now with just 15 seconds remaining, you have to think West Virginia just not enough time to get back in it unless they find something right here, right now. Almost, but a great defensive save.
There now a little bit too high. Cam's going to get the touch, and with 5 seconds left, this is all but one for the Mountaineers. It looks like they're going to go down 2-0. A reverse sweep is necessary to face likely St. Clair here in winners finals. If not, they have to battle their way through losers finals to get to play the loser.
Absolutely. 2 goals from Brock there was all that Davenport needed. I mean, again, just the touches from West Virginia are just not really what we're used to seeing from this team. The stats are so, it is night and day between some of these games that they played earlier and what they look like now. It's just not really clicking for the Mountaineers, and now being down 2-0, you're going to have to think that they need to find a little bit of a spark here, anything really to kind of, get the juices flowing. But Davenport obviously can do everything in their power to stop that and trying to, take this, completely out of West Virginia's hands. But now it's going to be these early goals that we've seen pretty much every game. West Virginia just needs to get out of that first minute without being down immediately, and then just give themselves a chance afterward.
Wait, I find this interesting. Hold on, Brock 2 goals on 1 shot.
One of the goals was a deflection that Cam played down. I just hit the top of his car and went in. I guess it wasn't technically a shot.
But it counted it as a goal for Brock. Interesting.
It hit his car last.
I see. Oh, I see what you mean. A bit of a deflection, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but
here comes Bolte.
The demolitions.
Opening up with another demo on a gyro.
Another double demolition on the Davenport.
Cam and Bolte each being demoed, and now Brock. Tool in the corner. If you're West Virginia, you need to find something early and build this momentum to potentially build a reverse sweep resume, but it is looking more and more unlikely as the clock ticks away and Davenport continues to put the pressure on. But Tool now on the attack, a good clear from Davenport, and Mountaineers are a little bit. I don't want to say, sloppy, but not really. There's not the sense of togetherness that we're seeing from Davenport.
Yeah,
Brock
just
another.
an open goal. Tool there was kind of the last line of defense and kind of just lost that little battle in the air, and just no one was left in net. And now 50 seconds. I asked for a minute, and we could not quite get a minute without West Virginia going down 1-0. And now, just always looking up, always trying to dig themselves out of this hole that they kind of put themselves in. And now, with 4 minutes remaining for their, kind of upper bracket life, have to find something here to kind of stick. And you got to think a lot of that's going to have to come from Angel. The long tenured member needs to kind of find something to give his team a bit of a spark. It's just not quite there. Here comes Angel, speak of the devil, over that right side. Can he find the tap off the top? But not quite there. The defense from Davenport comes through. And again, it looks like Davenport's just kind of slide back into that kind of more passive, more defensive play style and just let this clock tick.
Angel no boost, but that's not going to stop him from trying to find a shot down the center. Now Gyro low on boost himself. Tool, the only player with boost, has to get back in goal to stop this counter attack from Davenport, but off the back wall, the double touch might be coming. The Mountaineers are there to stop it, but it's an unfortunate play here. The Mountaineers down 1, still very winnable here in game 3, but you have to find some shots on goal that you have not yet found. And when Davenport's barraging your defense like this, you can only expect the worst. But Tool now trying to flip the field, not gonna happen too easily. Cam is gonna recover.
And it looks kind of routine, these defensive saves that Davenport's having to make. Doesn't look like West Virginia is really kind of, making them exert a lot of their energy here. It's just kind of like, we'll just kind of punch it towards their goal and kind of see what happens. Davenport, too kind of technically sound defensively for that really to have any chance of success. Now the 50-51 there from West Virginia, but Brock with a good touch after their goal. And it looks like, West Virginia needs to get a little bit creative here if they're going to even want a chance to kind of find an equalizer. And we just haven't really seen that enough today, at least in this match.
Absolutely now the ball. Cam with another demo on a gyro. That's going to thwart any potential for a counterattack from the Mountaineers. Tool looking to misdirect Bolte there, but gyro in the 50. Won by Davenport for now. Cam off the wall, maybe a shot to be had, but not just yet. Bolte down the middle. The demos West Virginia just cannot overcome. Tool down again for the time being, and Cam's going to look to maybe have a drop-down pass to Bolte streaking down the middle, but it's not there. But, all that matters is the ball is stagnant on West Virginia's side, which means you cannot put the ball in the other goal. But Tool might change that. The flyby gets the save. Mountaineers still
but now
being shut out.
Demolition on the Cam, but there's just no boost for West Virginia. They have to kind of retreat back and kind of pick up some boost packs. And now by that time Cam's already back into the fray. Now just 70 seconds remaining here. Can West Virginia find something? Yes, they can. Tool with 1:11 on the clock finds the equalizer. Now West Virginia given a second lease on life here for just the time being. But you got to think. But I feel like you got to think if West Virginia, you don't want this game to get to overtime. You want to end this right here, right now. Don't even give Davenport a chance here, because we've seen what happened last time. They're in this scenario. Davenport obviously hit that buzzer beater. So West Virginia, you got to think they want to come out really fast, find a second one, to kind of give them a little bit of breathing room.
For the Davenport. There's a good bump. But a passing play coming through from Davenport. Bolte tries to recover it. Good defense so far from the Mountaineers, but with 50 seconds left, I agree with you. Overtime is not ideal. You do not want an overtime victory to be what starts a reverse sweep.
Absolutely not. And now we're just 35 seconds here. West Virginia not really kind of pushing the envelope in terms of offense. For the timing, that's a good touch towards the center. Can Angel find something off of that right wall? Get center for a second, and
there it is. Gyro.
There it is.
His number was called. The pass was made, and Gyro finds the back of the net finally against Davenport here in game 3. West Virginia is not dead yet. They have to defend their goal for 28 seconds and then win 2 more in a row after this one.
But still, these next 25 seconds all that matter for the time being. They have to find a way to keep Davenport at bay here. And I love it right there. Tool immediately keeps up the aggression and finds a third goal so fast there. 3 goals in just about, 51 seconds for the Mountaineers. And now a little bit of a momentum shift, you might say, heading into this, because you got to think now, up 2 goals with 20 seconds left. Western's going to be able to try to take this game 3, and then, give themselves a chance here for these final 2 games in their reverse sweep. But I mean, still, that got to kind of lock in for the next 10 seconds, and I think that clear might as well do it. It is just going to be one more for Gyro.
Little bully ball there at the end, a little stat padding, if you will.
A little bit of stat padding, a little bit of Mahomes in the Super Bowl. But
well,
looks
West
like
Virginia won this game.
That's just an own goal.
But Patrick Mahomes was not stat padding while ahead. He was stat padding while down 40 points.
Down 40. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
5 seconds left. West Virginia up 3. That is going to be it. Are they going to find another one? Not quite.
Chalk it up. Let's chalk it up. That was a goal. That was a goal.
5-1.
We'll count it. Gyro there, showing his stuff. 2 goals, 1 assist on 3 shots and 42 touches. I mean, when you needed him, he answered the call. Tool, when you needed him, he answered the call. That's what you need. I mean, Angel assisting on 2 of those 4 goals. He assisted on the 2 important goals that gave us the tie and the lead. So that is
Tool really was the one that kind of
once again Angel
the comeback
back on top on touches.
Yeah,
for the team,
right where we want to see him. 43 touches, 2 assists. Tool obviously with the equalizing goal and then the goal to put them up 3-1. So a lot of that credit has to go to him. And now heading into game 4, West Virginia obviously still in a can't lose situation, but now a little bit more life, a little bit more hope in the eyes, you could say. Kind of find a way to get this reverse sweep. And Davenport maybe feeling a little bit nervous.
You take it one game at a time. West Virginia has been in these spots before. Dare I remind you, in their last grand finals run against Akron in spring of 2024, they won that grand finals in a 7-game reverse sweep. So they have been here before, not with Gyro in the lineup, but Angel and Tool have been here before and they have gotten the job done. So it is not all lost just yet. And it has to start with Tool here. The pass back and the goal is found. Gyro showing his mechanics. Tool showing his passing. What a play off the right-hand wall. Gyro, what an angle. Perfect. Bolte flipping a little bit too early. Didn't have the boost to get up to the ball. And the Mountaineers strike first.
And it really has been Gyro and Tool just taking over this match. You got to love what you see there. I mean, even from Angel being a long tenure member, being able to be like, all right, I got these guys around me, and they can go make these types of plays. Has to be such a great feeling. And now, after just 30 seconds, West Virginia now finds himself up with an early lead. But still, defensively, have to stay disciplined here on the defensive end. Because Davenport, we know what they like to do. We know they like to score here. And it looks like they're going to try to adjust the offensive pressure here. Pretty substantial here. Cam's going to come over that left side, steal that boost pack.
Stealing that boost is massive. That's going to thwart a counterattack from the Mountaineers for the time being. Nobody with boost. Davenport's just going to pepper the goal with shots until the boost is recovered, and still has not been done yet. But that's not going to stop the Mountaineers from a bit of a play here. Tool, decent look in that top right corner is the follow-up there. The double tap from Gyro, make it a triple. Not quite the touch. Clears it away.
Now that goal is very open.
He does.
But it's a good, very good defensive recovery from Tool here. And now a counterattack of their own here for the Mountaineers. Not quite there, but they cannot afford to overextend here, though. Look a little bit shaky here on kind of like these defensive rotations. Have to make sure that they stay disciplined and they don't give Davenport a free goal here. Cam, a good shot, but an even better block there. And now perhaps a little bit of a counterattacking opportunity here. Gyro with plenty of boost goes right off the top, but not quite to be. Just kind of.
Mountaineers still with the 1-goal lead, make it a 2. Gyro.
That will be probably the easiest goal he scores in his entire CRL career from Gyro.
2 goals on 3 shots. Take another look. Tool with that.
I think I could score that goal.
Off the backboard.
Gyro. Absolutely
totally
beautiful.
Great. Nobody in goal, nobody with boost. Cam, the only one with boost, and he was on the attacking side of the field. So the Mountaineers looking primed to take this to a game 5 in this best of 5.
Absolutely, but Cam immediately right
as I
off.
Me up.
The caster curse in full effect, and now the demolition there. Angel just a second late as well. And now Davenport cuts that deficit in half. And I think I'm just going to be quiet and not talk about how this game is free because there's still 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, that's probably one of my worst caster curses I've ever had. I've had a few. That one was pretty bad, so I'm going to say West Virginia's going to lose. Maybe I caster curse that one.
It's absolutely cooked here in these next 2 minutes and 40 seconds. No shot that they're able to extend this lead at all.
You still have that 1-goal lead, but I don't think they should play like it. I think they should still keep their foot on the gas, and that's what Angel trying to do here. Another shot from Gyro. Quick from Gyro. 3 goals on 4 shots off the pass into the middle from Angel. What a look. What a bump from Tool, giving Gyro the lane to shoot. West Virginia retakes the 2-goal lead.
I mean, and pretty fast at that. West Virginia able to kind of find these quick goals that they've kind of been susceptible to defensively, able to counteract with a couple of quick ones on their own. And I mean, Gyro finding a hat trick, and I mean, the biggest match they've played all day. And now, I mean, up 3-1, 2 minutes remaining, still lots of time. But I mean, West Virginia just has 0 chance to actually pull this out and score any more goals. Don't you agree, Gabe?
I agree.
Good
Demo
demolition
control
there
might open something up for now. Gyro with the touchdown, looking for Angel in the middle, but a good touch.
Cam off the respawn, finds a good defensive clear.
Little 50 in the air, and
Gyro once again
in the lap of Bolte. Bolte now looking for a goal, had a decent shot, but the commit was clean from the Mountaineers to keep the ball back in midfield, and it's going to be a bit of a 2v1 here. Bolte, the last one back in the corner, does reconvene with Cam. Cam now with the air dribble, or excuse me, Brock. There's Cam with the shot. Brock filling the boost for now, and Tool on the right side, looking to increase the lead. 90 seconds remaining.
So again, nearly there, but the defender and the crossbar there to kind of prevent that 4th West Virginia goal from falling in. And now defense is going to have to cycle back, and Brock finds a goal here with 18 seconds left. Davenport only down 1 now. It's a very good individual play there from Brock.
Gyro a little bit too high. Had the boost, but couldn't get low enough. A good pass off the wall. And Davenport finding a nice little path to squeak the ball in. Cutting this lead to 1 with just a minute left.
Off the kickoff. And now it's Gyro finding his 4th. Unbelievable. The kickoff woes now go in favor of the Mountaineers. And Gyro immediately puts the West Virginia Mountaineers back up to 2. 4 goals and 5 shots. A standout performance so far from the new addition.
Absolutely, another kickoff here. This time goes off the left wall. Angel looking for the bump so Tool can maybe get a shot, but it is not there. The pass down the middle. Gyro looking for his 5th, and no, excuse me, Angel finding his 1st.
And now the onslaught. West Virginia has put themselves up 3 with a minute left, and now maybe, just maybe, can take a deep breath here. 65 seconds remaining, up 3 goals. Nothing is impossible. We know this, but now West Virginia in prime position to take this all the way back to a Game 5 after being down 2-0.
It took them 2 losses to Davenport in Game 1 and 2 to find it, but they must have found what they were looking for. Tool now looking to increase the lead, get some more stats for the sheet, but not quite. You're just going to ping pong this ball around for the next 45 seconds until you can get into this Game 5.
It's a good defensive clear there as well, just to kind of, take away as much time as possible. West Virginia can afford to concede here, but they just cannot afford to concede fast. And Tool's going to just do right that. Just keep that ball in the air for as long as possible. 30 seconds remaining, West Virginia. That should be just about wraps here, as that clock is going to keep ticking. 20 seconds left, still up 3 goals. And I believe at this point it is safe to say that we are going to head to a Game 5.
We are going to see Game 5 and West Virginia's first best of 5 tonight. Gyro's first best of 5 in CRL with this roster. 5 seconds left. The ball is going to be grounded. The reverse sweep is alive. Can the Mountaineers continue the momentum they've built over the past 2 games? We're going to find out. There's a chance.
We are.
4 goals, 4 saves on 5 shots. Gyro putting on an offensive masterclass with the mechanics.
Absolutely.
Tool and Angel each 2 assists and 3. Angel and Tool respectively.
And just these games where Angel has the most touches on the team, you see a lot more success from this Mountaineer roster. You see a disproportionate amount of games that they end up winning. You will see Angel having always the most touches on the team and typically the most touches in the lobby. Obviously, Brock had one more in this game, but now Game 5, best of 5, 2-2, reverse sweep on the line here for the Mountaineers. Can they find, something here off the bat to kind of put them right in the driver's seat heading into winners finals? Maybe.
Maybe is the key word there. They have to show out for this 5th game in this best of 5. Cam looking to start off hot, but nothing to find quite yet. Bolte now has been solid for this Davenport team so far. A few miscues on the defensive end, but the demos have been clean. Brock battling in the air. The ball will be grounded. A 50 goes back up into the corner. Brock and Angel meeting each other in the air, trying to gather possession. And here comes a shot. Good defense in goal from Davenport, keeping it at goose eggs for the time being. But the attack now switching. Bolte, the pass off the wall. The follow-up's not there. A good clear from the Mountaineers, and Cam forced to retreat, looking for another touch here.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is going to be pretty close to approaching the longest any of these games have gone without a goal. The defenses sure have tightened up in these last couple of games, but now, as I say that, Davenport has a chance here, but good defensive rotation there from Angel. Now looking to make a little bit of a counter, gyro on that left side, playing down towards the middle, but just not quite there. Tool with a little bit of a reset touch there, back towards the Davenport goal. Can they find something here, but not quite to be. The Davenport defense comes through.
Had a player streaking down the middle, looking to set that up at center goal, but the defenders were clean for Davenport. Angel now coming with the air dribble, the pass down, but Davenport's there to collect. Tool now with the 50. Looks like there was a bump there on Angel, but a shot is still clean. One shot, one goal. The assist comes from Gyro off the wall. The bump was not enough for Davenport. Angel gives them a 1-0 lead with 3.5 remaining.
This would just be so storybook to come back from a reverse sweep and have Game 5 be the Angel game. We know that he has these games in him where he scores 2, 3, even 4 goals. And now would be quite a time where we can see that. And almost immediately right after, looking for another one, but not quite to be. Davenport able to find a clear there. A bit of a counterattack of their own. Dangerous here for the Mountaineers for sure. The touch from Cam, but it is going to get cleared out there. And now West Virginia in prime position again to maybe put another goal on the board. But for now, the ball will remain in neutral. I say that, but it's a good shot there from Davenport, but just not quite there, not quite enough to.
There's a good bump in the air from Gyro. And
absolutely.
Now his teammates in goal keep the ball within reach, but Cam now looking for the double touch. Another good clear over into the corner, and now all the way down that right side wall. Bolte looking for the touch, but not given to him.
Ooh, a boost here there. Boost steal there, sorry, for the Mountaineers. Maybe going to give them a little bit of an opening here. Angel looking for something, but Gyro.
Wall, does he get the double touch? He tries, but it's a little bit to the left. The follow-up is there. The pass, but blocked by Davenport. Almost a gorgeous play.
That was
Nears.
Almost everyone getting involved there.
But the attack still going.
He does it by himself.
The captain doing it himself, picking it up off the wall. The shots create breakdowns in defense, which creates holes in the armor. Cam without the boost to get there, and Angel doing what he does, finding the goal, going up 2-0, 2.5 minutes to go before Mountaineers can potentially complete the reverse sweep in winners semifinals to face, I think, St. Clair.
Absolutely. Now up 2 goals, 2 minutes remaining. She needs to stay disciplined though on defense. It looks like Davenport immediately going to come back. Bolte looking for something. The defense is there, but Cam with the follow-up, and immediately Davenport able to find their first goal of this Game 5, and give themselves a little bit more of an opening here. But West Virginia still has that 1-goal lead. But I mean, you got to think, you cannot afford to change yourself. If you're West Virginia, you have to kind of keep playing. They've been playing, keep up the pressure, keep up the aggression, and don't even give Davenport any room to breathe. But that demolition on the Angel immediately, Cam, almost. That could have been absolutely brutal there from Cam, but
heartbreaking stagnant ball at the goal line for Davenport, and now the counterattack's coming through. The Mountaineers are going to try to keep
something, keep Davenport
the
at
weight
bay
on Davenport's shoulders here. Angel now with another touch down the left side.
Here it is
Bolte
again.
A bit of a desperation touch there, but the 50 in the corner collected by the Mountaineers. It's going to be Angel down the left wall, down the middle, the pass, the double tap off the wall, but Davenport there for the touch.
Yeah, but these offensive possessions for the Mountaineers have been so good in these last few games. They're just look to keep it up obviously only up 1 goal now. 75 seconds remaining. Can West Virginia hold on, complete the reverse sweep, and Toole from what looked like half court just finds an opening, and Davenport just completely caught unaware on defense. And now 2 goals up, 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining to complete the reverse sweep. Western University with everything at their disposal right now. Just looking to close it out. Can they find it?
Need to close this out. 60 seconds left. You cannot concede any silly mistakes, any goals to keep Davenport in this alive. And it's going to start with saves like that. 1 minute remaining. Angel, 2 goals on the 4 shots he has had. Definitely a better offensive performance than we have seen in the first 4 games of this best of 5.
And there's a third. And it looked like it was Gyro there just pushing the defender into his own goal. Absolutely excellent there. And Angel's going to find a high trick. Yeah, just look at Gyro, just not even giving the defender a chance.
When the going gets tough, Angel finds his hat trick, increasing the lead to 3, potentially the nail in the coffin. And the Mountaineers' reverse sweep has briefly been done. There's still 45 seconds to go.
But now up 3 goals. They just need to keep this ball in the Davenport defensive half for maybe just the next 10 seconds, and then that might be all she wrote. Toole looking for a 5th. Can you find a setup there to somebody? Not quite, but now 30 seconds. We are at the 30-second mark, and Gyro finds it. The nail in the coffin. The reverse sweep has been completed. 31 seconds remaining. West Virginia up 5-1 against Davenport, and it looks like West Virginia is due with a date in winners finals.
Absolutely amazing play here for the Mountaineers in games 3, 4, and 5, completing the reverse sweep. Now with 30 seconds remaining. I think Davenport might have just left the lobby.
It would appear so. The rage quit after the reverse sweep. And now what?
CRL winners semifinals. That is absolutely crazy to me. I don't know.
They just get to toy around here for these next 10 seconds. Not even worth finishing it out. Not even worth finding another goal. Just keep that clock running. Maybe a little bit of a buzzer beater, perhaps. But that will be it.
The stat pad from Toole.
Hey, you deserve it, Toole.
He deserves it, Toole. What a performance in the past 3 games in West Virginia. Moving on to winners finals to face. Do we have confirmation yet?
No confirmation yet. St. Clair is up 1-0 on Drexel University.
Okay.
So we will give you guys updates as we get them. Obviously, that is public information on the CRLstart.gg. But I mean, winners finals with a chance to secure an early spot in day 2.
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
pretty good.
WVU's going to WVU, I guess. I mean, the reverse sweep, we haven't seen one since that Akron Grand Finals in 2024. But what a game from Gyro and Angel and Toole, all 3 of them, when they needed each other in those game 3 and 4 and 5. They came out on top. And, St. Clair up 1-0. We will continue to monitor that. But with that, we're going to send you a quick ad break. If you don't want to watch the ad, please hit us with a Prime sub or a regular sub, whatever you can afford. It helps us improve our content so you can enjoy West Virginia University esports just as much as we do. And we will be back on the other side of this break with potentially West Virginia versus St. Clair in winter finals.
All
Welcome
right.
back, everybody, after the break, and we are here in winners upper bracket finals. We have Mountaineers up against St. Clair, currently leading the standings in points, if I remember correctly. Regardless, Gyro's first run in CRL with Tool and Angel and his first appearance in this upper bracket finals. And we're getting right into it. This St. Clair team, incredibly strong. Like I've mentioned multiple times, Arju, incredible signing. Jazzy and Zai pair with them very, very well. Can the Mountaineers keep up through a 5-game series?
That is the question. We know the talent that the St. Clair roster has, and I mean, but West Virginia, they've been looking really good. Their last 2 games against Davenport looked excellent. Just looking to kind of ride that momentum, like trying to get off to a hot start here. You cannot imagine, going down 2 at Davenport, the reverse sweep. All right, you've been there, done that. Going down 2 at St. Clair, that might be a bit of a different beast. So obviously, cannot afford to have that kind of slow start that they had last game. But looks like, a near goal opportunity here. But I mean, still right in front of the St. Clair goal. Can they find something there? Does not look like it. Gyro over this left side, trying to find a way to play back inside to his teammates. But St. Clair's defense so far has been kind of a little bit sloppy. Not really able to find a clear so far. Wishing with plenty of opportunity.
Great mechanics from Arju there in goal, but the Mountaineers' attack is not over yet. Another shot goes just over the goal, a pass down the center, but nobody there to receive. Angel now has to bide his time and collect the boost, which he finally does. I know Jazz is going to try to flip the field, looking for a shot, but a good clear. A demo onto Arju is going to take him out of the game for a moment. Tool. The fake on the shot, and once again, how did neither of those go in? West Virginia getting a bit of a taste of their own medicine from that previous NIU game a couple hours ago. And now St. Clair back on the attack once again. For now, the demo comes through on Angel. Tool and Gyro might play this a little bit slow, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to split up, look for clues, and fill up their boost. With Gyro flying up in the air.
Good touch from Gyro, just trying to keep this ball.
Touch, but Arju will recover for now. Angel looking for a bit of a bump, a bit of a misdirection there, but doesn't do all that much.
Yeah, but I mean, West Virginia's really been able to do a good job of kind of keeping this ball right in front of that St. Clair goal for pretty much this entire game so far. You have to think that eventually you're going to kind of slip in and find this goal. And here it is, maybe right here. Can they find it? Yes, they can. Tool, speak of the devil.
Tool finds the back of the net first, puts West Virginia up 1-0 on St. Clair. The CRL Open 1 Spring 2025 champions, looking for a monumental run, in my opinion, if they were to clear out the rest of the bracket for the next 2 opens. But the Mountaineers have other plans in mind. Zai now with the ball in midfield, the air dribbles, the goal. Has a shot, and Arju, are you kidding me, with the follow-up, finding the goal. Mountaineers, nothing they could do to defend. It looks like Angel just barely got there, but the pass down, Arju was too fast, and the goal instantly evened up with 2.5 minutes to go.
Fantastic mechanics there, obviously, from St. Clair, but again, it's just another really fast concede there from West Virginia. Like right after getting that goal, just instantly conceding, making it back to, kind of all square on the scorecard. Not what you like to see, but West Virginia needs to kind of keep up this pressure that they've been had going for them for like these first 3 minutes. It looks like they're going to try to do that, but St. Clair now a little bit more urgency, a little bit more kind of defensive clearance that they've kind of been able to kind of succeed with. And now we're kind of like looking to reset. Gyro, it's a good touchdown, but
yeah, low on the boost, does get a good bump, and Angel does the same in the air. It's going to be Tool that recovers it. 1v1, Zai does steal the boost, so none for Tool to refill just yet, but a good clear now. The goal might have a shot at it, but Zai
right there, it's got to be there.
Handles the ball, and Tool punishes with his second goal in a row to go up 2-1. Zai mishandling this ball. It kind of gets stuck on the inside of that crossbar, and Tool straight down the middle sees the opening and takes it. West Virginia up 2-1.
Yeah, and it's a great shot by Tool, able to kind of capitalize on the little bit of a miscue there defensively from Zai. And now, West Virginia up another goal here. Can they kind of hold on to this lead for a little bit longer? Maybe even build on it, as again, they're just kind of, the aggression is right there. They're really kind of, making sure that St. Clair doesn't really even have any attacking opportunities. But it's a good touch there from St. Clair to try and find a clear here. It looks like Jazzy can be able to do just that. Wins the first 50-50, but cannot win the second. Oh, but a touch from Arju kind of stops that West Virginia attack right in its feet. The Griffin's Tool once again. Can he from the third?
Good bump there from St. Clair. Now the ball is going to hit in the back corner of their side of the field, them being St. Clair. Angel now with the recovery, a pass over to Gyro, looking to make something happen. Excuse me, that was Tool. I will tell you right now, these three players do not want to let up. That you don't want to give St. Clair a chance to breathe, because that's when they will make you pay. And now the 50 collected by Jazzy. Tool was there for a moment.
Jazzy.
Here comes a shot. It's a little bit too far right. The boost in the corner will be picked up, and here comes Zai on the counterattack. 30 seconds remaining, West Virginia.
But he misses the boost. He misses the boost, and now gives West Virginia another opportunity here with just 20 seconds remaining. Can they hold on to this lead? Can they just keep the ball right in their own attack and not even have to play defense here? St. Clair trying to get a reset to kind of get something up the field, but there's just no real room. West Virginia's just like the pressure that they're able to exert, just not even really giving them a chance to clear back to the center of the field. But Jazzy just kind of has to tip it in the air, and Tool, look at that, a setup for his teammate. That's going to be the third. 2 goals and an assist for Tool. Angel finds the dagger for this game 1, and now West Virginia looking a lot better than they did in game 1 of their last series against Davenport, able to take this one against, I mean, probably the best team in the country.
Arguably, that is the case.
Not country, NA.
In NA, yeah. They are in Canada.
They
That's
are
going to be the
Canadian.
next thing. They're in Canada with players from Europe, but that doesn't matter. Arju now with the touch. The ball's going to be grounded. Does not matter. West Virginia takes game 1 against St. Clair in upper bracket finals.
Looks great doing it. They maintained possession. They kept the pressure up. St. Clair didn't really even have any
What a game
kind
from
of
Tool.
I mean, St. Clair only had 2 shots. Only 2 shots from St. Clair. One of them did go in from Arju, but I mean, just West Virginia's ability to kind of just keep the ball and dictate the pace of the game kind of kept St. Clair playing defensively the entire time. And I mean, it really worked out for them. I mean, that was an amazing game from Tool, though, as you said. Responsible for all 3 of West Virginia's goals. And now just kind of looking to build on that momentum. Can they find a game 2? And now for St. Clair to be in that position where it's a reverse sweep or bust.
Absolutely. That game from Tool was magnificent. The 2 goals on 3 shots with an assist for himself and Angel. Angel with 4 demos. Getting very dirty there on the pitch. Doing everything you can to win against this stacked roster St. Clair has. But dare I say, West Virginia has a pretty stacked one as well.
I fear you may be correct.
Off the kickoff here. St. Clair's going to win possession for now, but the 50 comes out, and now they scramble for possession. West Virginia. Goal open for a moment. A bit of a dangerous position for the ball, but nothing they can't handle. The ball is cleared. Tool taking that following position behind Angel. Here comes Gyro. Or excuse me, Arju. The ball does get cleared back to the other side of the field, the back left corner for St. Clair. This ball has been in their half of the field for a majority of the first game, and now for the first 30 seconds of this one. But Zai intercepted by Angel. Playing in the sky. The boost does get picked up by Jazzy, so Tool will be without it for a moment.
But here it comes again. I mean, West Virginia just they haven't really had to play any defense really in either of these games so far. They've just always been able to kind of have this ball in that half. Angel looking for a shot.
Pass.
What a pass to Gyro.
And what an angle, sneaking the ball in the top right corner. Gyro. Spectacular stuff. Did it with his back turn for the goal.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely cinematic there from Angel and Gyro. And now, after just 55 seconds, West Virginia once again finds another goal. Puts themselves up 1-0 in this match. In this game, sorry. And Tool once again. He's been so good so far in this match, looking for something again. But here comes St. Clair. First real attack of the game, but it's snuffed out quickly there by the Mountaineers. Now, can they find the clear? Looks like yes, they can. And now it's Angel with plenty of boost going up that left side. Here's another great opportunity here for the Mountaineers. But not quite there, though. Jets is able to fizzle it out. But I mean, right back at it. West Virginia again, keeping up that pressure, keeping up that momentum. Angel centers it towards the middle. Can they find something? So many St. Clair defenders are just trying to keep that ball out of the net. RG going up the right side, looking for something. It's a good demolition there on a Gyro, and Zai will score. A great setup there by Arju, and then the demolition on top. And now St. Clair, 1-1 so far. 3 minutes, 22 seconds remaining.
The defense did break down for the Mountaineers there just a little bit, and Zai making them pay, doing what he does, but
They haven't really had to
1-1.
play that much defense so far. This game, it's been extremely impressive, but obviously that time St. Clair able to break through. For West Virginia, they know the recipe. They know the formula for how they have to play. They have to be aggressive. They have to kind of keep their foot on the gas, just like this.
Absolutely, 3.5 minutes to go. Gyro now with the ball, feeling the boost in his own back right corner, but St. Clair looking for an attack. A good bump from Jazzy, but it's not going to do much. Is the goal open? The goal is wide open, and Angel takes advantage from the top ropes.
An excellent touch here from Toole. A clear and an assist. Reminds me of those like old LeBron plays where he blocks the guy and just chucks it full court for an assist. Perfect execution there for the
Mutineers. Just took the wrong angle on that one. Could not catch up with the ball, and West Virginia is 2 minutes and 50 seconds away from a 2-0 game lead if all goes well for them. And now
immediately again, Toole here right in St. Clair's face here. Plays it off the top looking for Gyro. Not quite there, but I mean, still plenty of boost for the Mountaineers here to kind of keep this attack going. Angel with the 50-50 sends that ball up into the sky. And now look at that touch. Look at that touch from Gyro looking for something, but not quite there. Reset there from Angel. Zai looking to play a little bit of defense, but still right in front of that St. Clair goal. They just have not really had much success with the clears, but look at Arju, that shot narrowly misses, or the defense there from the Mountaineers coming in clutch. And now look at Toole. Can he find another one? So close.
Good save there from Zai. Arju now taking it the other way for a bit of a counterattack, but a 50 from Angel gets the ball back to the attacking side for the Mountaineers. A demo there onto Angel will thwart that for a moment. Zai now trying to do it all himself, has 2 defenders to beat, but can't find it, can't find the pass. Jazzy now in the corner, trying to set it up in the middle.
He has another demolition on the Angel.
Too far back. Arju now demoed for the time being. West Virginia need a clear here, a good bump. But Arju meets the ball in the air dribble. Drops it off to his teammate, but looks like that was Gyro there for the touch away. This ball, dangerous positions a lot of the time, the past minute or so for the Mountaineers, but able to survive nonetheless. Arju now coming back in, drops it to his teammate. The shot comes through off the crossbar, the double tap from Jazzy. Ties this up with 1:19 to go. What a play. Let's watch that again. Holy cow. Just Gyro.
A great individual effort there.
Didn't have the boost to jump to it.
West Virginia kind of got stuck playing defense there for, I mean, just over a minute. And I mean, a couple of demolitions on the Angel, just left them like down so much momentum. St. Clair was able to capitalize, and now with 75 seconds remaining, 2-2 in this game. West Virginia looking, kind of find that third goal, find, the opening to put up 2 in this series. But so is Zai here, coming over on the left side for St. Clair. The clear's there for the time being, but still no real effort. Oh, it's a good touch from Jazz. I was going well, but it goes right back towards it. Cleared there for St. Clair for the time being now, as Gyro looking to find a setup down the middle. But nothing really sticking so far for either team in these last 45 seconds. Gonna try and find an opening. I mean, again, it's just kind of a touch toward the goal and then a clear for both sides for the time being. But look at Toole coming in from the top, winning the 50-50 and knocking it in the back of the goal.
Angel with another gorgeous assist, dropping it right into Toole's lap, and he wins the 50 with the boost to spare. And West Virginia takes the lead with 34 seconds to go. They cannot concede a goal, and they will go up 2-0, barring a goal in overtime here. But a dangerous kickoff is going to give Zai a look at goal. Gyro is there for the touch. Zai fills up the boost, and here comes another shot. The double tap off the left. Angel's there to recover, barely missing. Another shot there, it looked like, from Jazzy.
Absolutely. Now just 15 seconds stand between West Virginia and going up 2-0 in this winners finals. Can they hold on? It looks like they're just going to keep their foot on the gas, not even give St. Clair an offensive opportunity here now with just 3 seconds remaining. But here comes St. Clair with their final attack of the game. Can they find something? If that ball is grounded, that will be it. Zai has to go all the way back to his own goal just to keep possession. It's a good dump off there on the side, and now Arju going over to the left side. But the demolition on the Gyro. St. Clair has an opening. The ball gets grounded, and that will be it. Game 2 goes to the Mountaineers. That was close, though. That was extremely, extremely close. Those last, kind of 10 seconds, after the clock even hit 0. But St. Clair had an opportunity there for sure, but a good job from West Virginia, able to stabilize and just get that ball grounded. 2-0 advantage here for the Mountaineers in winners finals.
I mean, Gyro coming out on top with the points, but if you look at the stat line, I mean, Gyro did have those 3 saves, but Angel assisting or scoring every goal essentially there.
And
2
49
assists and a
touches.
goal, 49 touches. Magnificent play from your captain, and amazing play from the rest of the cast as well, to say the least. And coming into this game 3, West Virginia looking for a sweep. That would be such an incredible momentum shift going into tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Oh, here comes
Look at that
Jazzy.
touch from Jazzy.
The ball is saved, a good run through from the Mountaineers, but the ball still not out of the woods yet. The Mountaineers still have to defend attack after attack, but it looks like they're through the worst of it for now until Zai comes in, but another good touch, a good save. Mountaineers a little bit clumped up here over on the right side, have to get this ball to the St. Clair side of the pitch if they can. Arju already with a shot just a few seconds in, looking for another, but it's going to be Tool with a touch. Angel with another, gets bumped, fighting for this ball. The demo comes through onto Jazzy.
That's a big
and now the
opening here
ball
for
centered in front of the goal. Good touch to clear it from St. Clair.
Absolutely, and a little bit of a role swap so far in this first minute with St. Clair really being the aggressors, but now immediately back. West Virginia is so close there for their first, or I guess second real attack so far this game 3, but now the ball stuck back in neutral for the time being. St. Clair looking for an opening, but that will be a clear up the left side for the time being. Jazzy wins that 50-50. However, St. Clair still very much in this attack. Zai coming off the left side, going to try and find something. Not quite there, though. Arju with the miss, and now the clear will come through for the Mountaineers. They're going to try and maintain possession, but again, here comes Jazzy up that left side. So dangerous from this position. St. Clair really kind of keeping their foot on the gas here, giving West Virginia no room to breathe. Can West Virginia find kind of just like a slight relief? It looks like it might come right there, but Angel with no boost can't really contest much for the time being. Going to get that pack in the house to kind of drop back, play a little bit defense here. The 2-on-1 for St. Clair, but West Virginia able to stabilize defensively. But maybe I spoke too soon. St. Clair coming back around from the right side. But again, Angel is there, the team captain, as always, right where his team needs him to be. And now, after a pretty hectic couple of minutes here, West Virginia's kind of able to stabilize.
Definitely stabilizing just a little bit. Still goose eggs on the scoreboard. 2.5 minutes in, halfway through this game 3. It might come down to the first goal scored, but only time will tell. Jazzy picking up that boost now. Arju coming in, trying to do his thing, but thwarted at the goal line by the Mountaineers. Here comes the counterattack. The goal might be open. Bar down to the Angel. Squeaks it in, putting West Virginia on the board first. 2.5 minutes to go.
Absolutely perfect placement there from Angel. There was nowhere else that ball could have gone. He put it right where he needed to, and now halfway through with this game 3, West Virginia find himself once again up a goal. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here between West Virginia in a spot at day 2.
Absolutely now.
Arju
though answers back instantly.
Answers again
After that kickoff 10 seconds later.
We see that so often from him.
Jazzy
And again,
back to Arju off the wall.
It's another fast concede from West Virginia immediately. Like right after that kickoff, you go up a goal. You just let up for even just half a second, and St. Clair, they're always going to be able to capitalize on that. And here they go again, right off that kickoff. Angel trying to get this ball out of harm's way for now. It looks like he's going to be able to do that. Here comes St. Clair again.
No Arju though, goal's
Arju
wide open.
again.
Arju finds it. They take their first lead in a while, 2-1, 2 minutes to go. That was just a
So
blunder
dangerous
from the
there from
Mountaineers.
Arju.
Double commit outside of goal. Oh, and it looks like there's a bit of a connection error here. We're getting a warning. Well, I guess it looks
Looks like
okay.
not on the player's side, hopefully. So looks like
everybody's in.
Looks like the show will go on. But now, I mean, 2 conceded goals in 20 seconds here from the Mountaineers put them in their first kind of disadvantage in this entire match. So close to an equalizer there, but not quite there. St. Clair really trying to now buckle down defensively and just keep the Mountaineers from scoring. But with Angel and Gyro up in the front, you can only kind of do that for so long. Tool now over on the left side getting involved in the attack as well. West Virginia dedicating a lot of resources to this. Can they find an opening? Oh, looked like there was one for a second there, but St. Clair, the defensive there, but look at Tool, almost finds a shot on goal, but the goalie is there. And now 90 seconds remaining, West Virginia now down 1. Angel looking for a play up the middle, but Zai is there to kind of tap it out wide, tap it to his teammates, and now St. Clair looking for their own counterattack. It's a good touch there. But now, maybe an opening. Perhaps maybe an opening.
Mountaineers need to find another one of those passing plays, but not if this double touch goes through Arju. A little bit too strong off the backboard. Can't quite recover the second touch. Here comes Tool, backing up with the ball, looking to meet it in the air. And we're down to the last minute.
It's getting dangerous here for
left.
Dangerous for the Mountaineers.
Angel
for sure.
does not want to concede a game. Ooh, looking for the bump there. I believe that was Gyro. Can't quite find it.
It's like
Scramble for the ball here in the corner.
Absolutely. St. Clair's really kind of investing a lot just to kind of keep this right in front of the Western Union goal. It almost pays off with his own goal, but St. Clair has to be careful here. They're really extended. I mean, they're really stretched thinly here on the front line, and now Western Union with the counterattack of their own. 20 seconds remaining. Can they find something? Again, the St. Clair clear comes through. Now Western has to play defensively. They obviously cannot afford to give another one, and now with just 12 seconds remaining, you're gonna have to think that it's gonna be all-out attack here. Tool with a little bounce off of his own wall. The ball is just around the center. Tool looking for something, but just kind of can't find it for the time being. Now Zai is going to ground it, and that will be game 3. St. Clair with 2 goals in the span of 21 seconds.
Just about.
Both from Arju there is able to kind of starve off elimination for the time being.
That's just Arju being Arju there. 6 shots, only 2 finding the back of the net, but that's all that they needed.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
Mountaineers,
Western had to
2-1. Just reverse swept, looking to avoid the reverse sweep here.
And Western Union has to think that they lost that game. They had it in their grasp. They had St. Clair right where they wanted them, and then just 30 seconds of just kind of like a lack of focus, and all of a sudden they found themselves having to play an extra game. But you cannot let that get to your mental now. What happened has happened. You have to keep the main thing, and lock in and win this game 4 if you are the Mountaineers. But St. Clair immediately on the attack. Arju looking for something. The follow-up not quite there. So dangerous there from St. Clair, and it's again right in front of that Mountaineer goal. The clear there for the time being.
Surviving for now is the Mountaineers, and here comes a bit of a counterattack. Tool with that ball. Jazzy gets the touch, but Gyro finds it next. The ball is front and center. Angel a little bit too far back to get a good shot at the net, but straight up into the sky will be met by Zai.
West Virginia again trying to find something here. St. Clair's playing so passively defensively for the time being, looking for something. Jazzy trying to take that 50-50.
Good 50 there from Tool to keep the ball on this side of the pitch.
Absolutely, and here comes Angel from the top.
Pass down to the middle, the shot
goes almost
into the corner.
there.
The follow-up also bumped away.
That was such a good opportunity there for the Mountaineers, not able to capitalize. But here
The goal might be open.
The goal looks like it
No,
might
the
be
ball is too
open,
far
but
left. It looked like it for an angle there.
Gyro and Tool not able to capitalize. And now St. Clair back on their own attack. Angel comes swooping in for the save, but now West Virginia trying to kind of gain back possession for the time being. But here comes Jazzy up to Arju, and Arju once again, 3 straight goals for Arju. Absolutely devastating. And West Virginia finds itself down 1. I mean, I believe that is the first time that in this whole series where St. Clair has found that first goal after just a minute and 22 seconds. West Virginia now in a little bit of an uphill battle here. You have to think, after just playing off of that reverse sweep, is that in the back of their minds, even just a little bit? Can that kind of lead to kind of some mental mistakes here that we might be seeing from the Mountaineers? Who knows, but St. Clair obviously extremely locked in.
The pass play almost goes through for the Mountaineers. The streaking Tool nearly had a shot at it, but now it's Zai on the counterattack, bumped away once again by Tool. Angel there to recover, but 2 players to beat, can't find an angle. Oh, another wide open net, and Zai finds it.
What you need to kind of get a reset here mentally. It's obviously been pretty sloppy here in these last couple of minutes ever since that 20 seconds where they gave up 2 goals to Arju. Haven't really looked the same since in those first 2 games. The mental reset here definitely needed here from the Mountaineers, and a lot of times that can just come from someone like Angel making a play here. Good
Great touch there. Flipping around, getting the touch with St. Clair, keeping the shot at bay. That would have been a pretty clean look at the net, but nonetheless, the counter attack comes from St. Clair. These have been so strong in games 3 and now so far in game 4. And here comes Jazzy, another shot that might be open, but hits the right crossbar. The follow-up whiffs just a little bit. Here comes the third. Not there either. Zai tries to center it. Perfect to Arjun.
Absolutely perfect.
Increasing
there.
the lead 3-0. We're going to look at a Game 5 once again, back-to-back games.
It certainly looks like it's still half the game to go. West Virginia not quite out of this game yet, but you have to think that St. Clair, with all this momentum, is not going to choke this game 4. Maybe West Virginia just needs maybe just, kind of something, anything here towards the end of this game, just to kind of, get a little bit of that confidence back. We know how kind of important confidence and kind of momentum is in Rocket League, and we're just seeing it right now as Jazzy finds another one for St. Clair, 4-0 now. St. Clair putting on an offensive clinic for the time being. The setups there are absolutely perfect, and West Virginia might just be checked out of this game.
It appears so. We are now officially game planning for Game 5, I believe.
That would not surprise me one bit. Not going to leave the game like some other teams.
Happened twice now.
Yeah. Well, one time they left, and one time they just
sat.
went AFK. Yeah. It is what it is. Angel still trying to find something. Get a little bit of that juice back, but so is St. Clair. St. Clair looking to just kind of rack up that scoreboard. Here comes West Virginia back on that attack. Can they kind of replicate some of the success that they found earlier in this match? Not quite. It just looks like it's just not quite falling the way that it used to. And I mean, just that is absolutely beautiful there from St. Clair. A perfect touch back to Jazzy, who finds his second goal of the game. Zai might have 4 or 5 assists. He has been all over the field. Now, not really too much to talk about here besides what is West Virginia's mentality looking like going into this Game 5. I mean, at some point, though, I understand that maybe this game doesn't matter as much anymore, but, you can't get beat 10-0 and then head into a Game 5 expect that to just be fine. You have to find something here to kind of, hang your hat on and be like, all right, we might have lost, but we did have this. We have this kind of, little bit of information, this little weakness that we think we can exploit. If they can find anything like that, that could obviously be huge.
Absolutely. And now Tool looking to make that a reality, but too soft off the backboard, couldn't get position, and Jazzy's looking to increase the lead even more. A good bump there from the Mountaineers keeps it out of the goal, and here comes another attack, potentially, but every shot from the Mountaineers is either high or wide right. Can't buy a goal here in Game 4.
No, they certainly cannot. That's a demolition on the Angel. St. Clair with yet another opportunity here to really start racking up that scoreboard. 45 seconds remaining. This game is long over, but still going through the motions for the time being. Can they find anything? Gyro with a good touch, and Gyro will score first goal of this Game 4. Still down 4, but maybe something, anything that they can bring into this Game 5 to kind of avoid the reverse sweep. Because I would have to imagine after just reverse sweeping a team yourself and being up 2-0, that has to be in the back of your mind. You know it's possible because you just did it. And now St. Clair is given a golden opportunity here.
A bit of a consolation goal going into Game 5, it seems. And
it would appear.
The question is, will that momentum carry, or will St. Clair's stronger momentum carry them through a reverse sweep run? But we will find out in 15 seconds when we get into the next game.
Well, and what was the momentum shift initially? Because it was all Mountaineers for those first 2.5 games. And then I really do think that that 20 seconds where Arju just scored 2 goals back-to-back really kind of, got into the heads of this team, and really, maybe not even got in the heads of the Mountaineers, but really got in the heads of the St. Clair Saints, and really kind of got their juices flowing and understand the fact that, hey, this is really winnable, and they definitely showed that in this Game 4. 3 assists for Zai.
He did. Jazzy putting on a performance among performances. 5 shots, 2 saves, 2 assists, 2 goals. 59 touches to go along with it. Tool essentially non-existent in that Game 4.
Absolutely not. And after coming up so big in that Game 1, you have to think this is going to be a complete team effort here in this Game 5. There cannot be a weak link. This is, maybe the most important CRL game they played in, especially day 1 in quite a while. So have to imagine everything is going to be out on the table here for the Mountaineers. There is going to be kind of no trick left in the bag, you could say. So it all is going to come down to this.
It indeed all comes down to this. The loser drops down to losers finals, which will take place once that bracket is finished. I believe they're a few games behind down in the lowers bracket.
They are like 3 or 4 rounds behind.
Regardless, I mean, West Virginia looking, like you said, a little sloppier. The shots are off kilter. The defense has too many holes. Can they recuperate for this game 5 and send St. Clair down to the losers finals?
Here's a great opening to start it off, but nothing quite there. Just kind of finish up on it. It's a great dribble by Toole off the top. Is our teammate there to follow it up? Gyro is there. Can he find it? Not quite. I mean, look at this again. This is what we saw in games 1 and 2. The relentless pressure here for the Mountaineers, not giving St. Clair any room to breathe. Can they keep this up? We know that this is their recipe for success. It's done wonders for them so far in this match, but they have to stick with this. They cannot afford St. Clair to kind of, start gaining momentum and gaining possession of the ball. They have to keep this game exactly. They have to play this game exactly how they want to play it. Looks like that's what they're trying to force it for the time being, but that might just be necessary. But look at that, and that would be Arju. I mean, in St. Clair's first even kind of half of an attack there in game 5, he's going to find it. Arju has been absolutely on fire in these last 2.5 games, and now St. Clair, after the 53 seconds, finds themselves up 1-0.
Goes up 1-0 quick like they did in the past 2 games. The Mountaineers have not been able to come back from those deficits just yet.
Not at all.
Toole, the lone shot for the Mountaineers so far, trying to carry that ball and drop it right in front of the goal for his teammate, but a little bit too far up. Can't make it happen now. Toole forced back into his own goal. Dangerous position for a moment, but able to flick it up and get back to midfield.
Good touch from Toole there to kind of create this little counter.
Gyro looking for a pass down the middle, but St. Clair all over the ball at all times.
Look at Angel.
An Angel, good save though.
St. Clair has been so much more disciplined defensively in these last couple of games. It really has been maybe the biggest difference so far and since, obviously the momentum was greatly shifted, that has been St. Clair's ability to just kind of, completely lock down when they need to. Westerners had very little success on the offensive end, and now St. Clair once again on the counterattack. They've been so deadly here. And, I mean, to be honest, that was just a miss. There was an open goal there for St. Clair, but Western lucked out there to not be down 2-0. Look at Gyro, and that's, again, another great save from St. Clair. An opportunity there that West Virginia thought they had for sure, which is taken out of their hands at the last second. Now here comes Jazzy off the top, but Toole is there to meet him. Now West Virginia, another kind of decent attacking opportunity here. Can they find something to stick? Not quite.
I mean, these are good passing plays from the Mountaineers. It's just a bit predictable. Like the shots are dead center. The passes are exactly what St. Clair is expecting, and there's just always a player there. It's almost like West Virginia is kind of playing into the defense of St. Clair's hands.
Absolutely. And now Arju taking that boost is going to be so beneficial for them to kind of continue this attack. Now just over 2 minutes remaining. West Virginia needs to find an equalizer here in this game 5 to avoid the reverse sweep. Gyro is looking to do just that. Following up here, looking for an opening. A good shot from Angel to center it. Just no one there for the Mountaineers.
Toole does get the touch, grounds it in front of Gyro, but the 50 in the fight for it goes by. Jazzy now dribbling 2 defenders to beat. A good touch sends him away. He does recover the full boost in the corner. The Mountaineers relatively low on boost now. Sai looking for another counterattack. He has a teammate behind him, but it's going to end up in Arju's hands.
Look at that touch from Arju. Just kind of completely halting Western's attempt at a clear there. And now with just over 90 seconds remaining, St. Clair looking very poised to complete this reverse sweep unless Western can do anything about it. So close. Can they find it? It has to go in, surely.
Gyro a little bit to the right twice in a row.
No.
3 shots, 3 misses. The Mountaineers can't buy the goal line.
Unbelievable there from the Mountaineers, just unable to finally put it in the goal. And that might really come back to haunt them. Here's now St. Clair looking for a counterattack of their own. It's a great move by Jazzy.
And the final minute of goal here would be probably the nail in the coffin, and Zai's looking to make that happen. And there's another shot saved by Gyro. Or excuse me, that was Tool.
That touch from Argy just kind of stalling that attack in midair. To get to, oh my goodness! A complete defensive breakdown by St. Clair, and Tool finds an equalizer. I have no idea how that was allowed to go in. Oh, the bump. The bump there.
The bump was perfect.
The bump was absolutely
The ball
perfect.
folds its way lonesomely into the St. Clair net, giving a tie game with 30 seconds remaining. Next score wins. Will it be Arju? Will it be Tool? Will it be Gyro? Who knows? We have 20 seconds to find out. Angel now boosting up, looking for the touch. The attack is coming from St. Clair. This is very dangerous for the Mountaineers. Here comes the last touch. A good save. Keeps hopes alive. 8 seconds remaining.
Can West Virginia find something? Looks like maybe a counterattack opportunity here, but Arju once again, that touch midair, just able to stabilize it.
West Virginia
And
keeps
looks
in
like
the
they
air,
will
but
ground the
grounded by
ball,
St.
and
Clair.
then
St.
we are
Clair.
in overtime. Game 5, reverse sweep on the line. West Virginia.
St. Clair favoring themselves in overtime, opting to ground that rather than keeping the ball in the air. And we'll see if that decision pays off. Arju watching Gyro in the air, flipping around a great bump. It lands into Angel's lap, but immediately sent over. No one in goal just yet until Angel rotates over. Angel, another good clear. One player back for St. Clair. It's just Jazzy. A 50 here. Might be forced. And it looks like it's going to be Gyro that recovers it off the wall against Arju. The next touch, the next 50 comes from Angel. Lands with Tool, the bump.
No boost. They have to retreat. And St. Clair is able to escape, but that's a demolition on Jazzy. West Virginia up a player.
The pass off the wall from Gyro, but the shot off kilter from Tool. The counterattack comes through, very dangerous there. Luckily for the Mountaineers, the St. Clair Saints were a little bit far back from that ball that was center net.
Oh, but
Here
now
comes it to 1v1. Jazzy wins the touch. Does he have the angle to avoid? Looks like he does. The 50 comes through, and it's going to be won by the Mountaineers for now, but immediately touched back into Tool's hands. Tool air dribbling, probably looking for a pass off the wall, but is met in the air lower. On boost, Arju with a shot and a save from the Mountaineers. Already a minute and a half into this overtime. Neither team conceding any ground on the pitch.
Make something happen here. Tool's not to rotate back. Finds it off the top, but
Tool
just
flicks it back
a little bit off.
Straight back to Jazzy. The 50 is going to come through. Jazzy flips the ball over top of Gyro. It's going to land with Angel, but once again, Zai steals it until Tool looking to drop the ball center for Gyro, but a good touch. Here comes a shot from Angel, but instantly blocked. Neither team can find an opening. Meeting the ball in the air at midfield each time it is cleared.
Absolutely.
West Virginia's done a great job so far in overtime of keeping the ball on the St. Clair side of the pitch. Here comes Gyro. Up, might hit the backboard. It does, but it hits a St. Clair car first. Gyro meeting it again, using a lot of boost here.
Misses a little bit. West Virginia kind of has to reset here. St. Clair's opportunity, but
A good pass cross field to Gyro.
Gyro has to pick up the boost. Can he find a deflection? No, he cannot. That ball's right above the Mountaineer goal. Cleared out for the time being. Guy with the 50-50 Tool has an opportunity here. A little bit. Plays off the top. That ball is going to be centered. West Virginia, maybe the best chance they've had all overtime.
A little bit too high for comfort. Gyro coming in off the left wall, but meets 3 St. Clair players, and Arju now looking for the counterattack. What he is so good at, but the 50 at midfield is going to stop that momentum. Jazzy just trying to touch it off the wall. Maybe a St. Clair teammate can find the follow-up.
3 minutes now passed in this overtime. Game 5 of winners finals. It cannot get any closer than this. Who is going to break first? The defense so far in overtime has been spectacular from both sides. Here comes St. Clair with an attack of their own, but Gyro there to kind of bat it away. Maybe an opportunity for West Virginia on the counterattack. Good touch in the sky, but Arju is there. But Arju, not a ton of boost, has to bring that ball back down.
We're almost a full game of Rocket League into overtime. 2 minutes away from that. We're at 3.5 minutes. Neither team has conceded anything. Stalwart defenses. Who will find the hole first? Arju wants it to be St. Clair. The pass over to the middle. The shot goes through, and Zai puts it away. After 4 minutes of overtime, it's Zai that sends St. Clair with the #1 rank out of this pool to go to day 2, sending West Virginia down to losers finals to play an unknown opponent. An absolute battle there. Toole, the lone goal for the Mountaineers.
Absolutely.
6 saves from Gyro, but it was not enough. 82 touches from Jazzy. And the Mountaineers can't come out on top. The reverse sweep finished by St. Clair, and what a heartbreaker that one was.
You could not, script it any closer than that. 4 minutes of overtime in Game 5, absolutely.
My
brutal.
voice is already dead, and now they want me to cast a losers final. My God,
It is what it is. But about that losers final, it looks like it is going to be quite a bit until we see them. Drexel and Davenport are both in losers quarters, but obviously still need 2 more teams there. Then they'll have to play, and then losers semis will have to play. So going to be probably looking at like an hour until losers finals actually happens, where Western will play.
CRL just destroys my vocal cords, but we got one more to go. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to make the decision right now for us. What we're going to do is, since we have, 3 full rounds to go before losers finals, what we're going to do is we're going to end the stream. Please, if you're watching and you're not already followed, hit us with the follow, and we will go live again when the lobby is ready to play the losers final matchup with West Virginia versus whoever ends up getting there to become their opponent. Hit us with the follow, turn on that bell with the notifications, and you'll be notified when we go live for that match. And we will see you when that is up. I'm going to rest my voice. We're going to take a break for a little bit. We've been doing this all day. So catch you back for losers finals, and hit us with a follow so you don't miss it.